Sure,
It doesn't
everything
repeat,
is.
but it rhymes.
Let's start. Is this gonna work? Are you gonna work?
I know that.
Yeah.
I may even. I
Start
bet
recording.
you could even say it has a chorus.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah,
That
Kind of
might even
does.
be better than it rhyming.
Yep. Okay. All right. We should be good to go.
All right.
We're back with Regency Cthulhu.
Woo. All right.
Good. Baker's
And
here. I gotta yell at him.
And I think where we left off was it Mr. Baker doing something remarkably silly?
Damaging would be the word I would use.
I raised the dead and it started attacking people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Salt's on the ground. He might die, especially if
Wasn't
I
I
work
did.
on him.
it wasn't so much you raised the dead as you might
No.
have summoned a
Summon a
godlike
god.
thing that just happens to be using a dead guy
And those of us
as
who
its convenient vessel.
lost
Which is
enough, we knew.
The same thing, more
we
or less.
knew. Those of us who lost enough sanity.
Yeah.
We knew
And
what just happened.
some of you are now fully aware. And I believe
Well-
with some of you with the insight realized what happens next.
Oh wait,
That is to say,
no.
those of you who made that roll, I should fix my, hang on a sec.
I sent you the list of names too, by the way, Kevin.
Oh, good.
I mailed you a PDF. There's not a whole lot of new ones, I don't think, last session, but
Probably not.
I'm up to 4 pages.
Oh, why is that not working?
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm on top of Illingsworth, having knocked him down. Along with, what's his face? Leland. Leland helped me knock Illingsworth down and keep him from attacking that thing.
Yeah, which is good.
Graham's
We also-
unconscious. Sorry, go ahead.
I
Graham.
am out of it. I'm out. We also learned more about Michael and his connection to the brutal murders in Upton. Of his
Yep.
parents.
Yeah,
We
the
may have
Stanleys.
encountered. No, one of us did encounter old Shuck on the way back from the
That's
Roman
couple of
Baker.
ruins.
That was Baker the day
I did
before.
that.
Baker encountered old Shuck on the way home from the ruins. The main bout that the entire event seems to be concerned about is happening on the 28th.
Oh, I'm gonna write that down too.
Oh.
Where did you send the list, did you say, Andy?
I mailed it. I sent it to you through Discord, the direct message.
Oh, through direct message.
Yes,
Okay, hold on.
sorry.
Let me pop over to there
I guess
a
I
moment.
could just put one in someplace in
Oh,
Regency.
you
that's
say
fine.
So
I just
everybody
direct
could see it.
messaging through Discord or whatever, but
Yeah, no, I see it.
yeah, I gotcha.
I see everything.
We fished
Actually,
the body
Wait a
out
minute,
of the bog.
I do not
Okay.
see it. This is the old one. 11.5.
Hold on. Boop. Boop.
So I do not see the updated one. Although I
Ghost Girl
didn't really.
Saintly. Oh, I didn't send it to you. Where the fuck did I put it?
I don't know.
I sent it to somebody.
Oh well, whoever has it, hi.
All right, hold on. Kevin Kreiner. There.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not there. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Give me a minute.
Yep.
I don't think it'll take longer than that. RPGs as players. Regency Cthulhu. Dr. Payne.
Yep.
People
Yes, I think.
met. That
And it was-
is OBS. I don't want that.
Yeah. So as I recall, also you learned the connection between Michael and the murders in Uppington. The assumption he might have done it. You've also, I believe, at least.
Hold it.
I also believe that one of you, at least, has caught on to the fact. There we go. Okay, that should be working. We hope.
I sent.
Yep.
It looks like it's in there to me now. So sorry about
Now
that.
it's working. Yeah, no, now it's working.
I don't know where I sent it. I have no idea where it is. It's gone forever.
It's working fine. It's all good.
Someone's gonna be
Okay.
like, "What the fuck is this?"
What
What else,
say-
Graham? You were saying?
Oh yes. Last session
Or somebody.
we transported the body from the bog to the church in in Rutland,
Yes, me and Miss
Yeah.
Adams did.
and then
And
it
it left.
got up and left,
Green saw it go.
traumatizing the sheriff.
Not the sheriff. It was
We'll be
Green,
fine.
the watchman of
Oh,
that little
sorry,
town.
the watchman.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right.
Saw it leave.
Rutland is too small. It doesn't have a sheriff or a
Right,
law
right.
enforcement officer.
Right.
It has Green, who's the night watchman.
Is-
Yeah, he's
Right,
the one
the
that saw
sheriff
it.
is for
Man.
the sheriff
Yeah.
is for the whole county. That's
Yes.
correct. Thank you.
Green is by title a constable. That is to
Right.
say, he has the legal authority
Ah.
to make an arrest. So he's technically a law enforcement official, but that's the only authority he has.
You can
And
hold
basically-
someone basically.
Yeah, he can hold someone for the sheriff, essentially.
Yeah.
He could basically grab a person and say, "You stay here until the sheriff comes and formally arrests you."
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God damn, I took a hit.
It's pretty much all.
we all did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I
Salt is
have
down.
3. I have 3 hit points left.
Yeah.
And
Out of
11.
11.
What now?
on the positive side, I think after it sparred with Mr. Baker, it returned to the bog.
It went back in, yes.
And Mr. Baker is now aware of the deal to be made here. That is to say, anytime you want to come back to trade, you can trade another sanity point for another point in Brawl. You can keep going until you are out of sanity points.
Oh, I need my gun. Yes.
So you can become a much better fighter if you use this apparently noted secret special trading regimen.
Yeah, I don't have enough sanity for it to make much difference for me.
I don't think it's a good deal anyway.
Well,
And in all fairness, that may be what some of those Romans were leaving thanks for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
They learned to fight better, and now they got to live longer, even if they cost them a lot of sanity to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Really though, live longer in a combative? Oh, you never really know how long you're going to live in that.
I would like to tend to Salt if I can, even though I'm probably still temporarily insane. Oh, and I have a brand new indefinite insanity. Hooray!
Yep. You can certainly find it in yourself to make sure he's alive. I mean, even no matter how far gone you are now, he's your man, and this is what you do. So that tendency to care for people will kick in. So first aid roll is where we can start.
In helping him,
I tell Baker to get the hell away from Salt, and I point at him and I say, "This is all your fault." And if he comes anywhere near, I'm going to draw on his ass.
All right.
Well then.
So that happens.
Yep. And your response? I'm just sort of curious.
I too.
You like draw a gun on me?
I haven't drawn yet. That was in my
Not
hand.
yet.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know he would attack you. I only wanted to show you what I learned.
I'd ignore him. I'm going to see to Salt.
Ooh.
I'll turn my back on him.
Ooh.
Okay.
Can I do first aid on
Yeah,
Salt?
unless someone is assaulting you from behind, then a first aid roll is appropriate.
I don't know if he's going to do that. So if he does, he does. I'm not going to see it coming.
That's my point.
Let's see how we do. Ooh, extreme success. No, sorry, hard success. 16 out of 70.
So with a hard success, you would normally get a D3 back. With a hard success, you just get all three. You get 3 hit points back.
Okay.
So some of it is shock.
Is he
some
still?
of it can be treated right away.
Does he have broken? What? I also want to examine him.
I do have major wound.
What is
you? Okay.
Yeah,
so
how bad is he?
You should make a Constitution roll now. Let's see how bad it is.
Ooh.
Me?
Is this something that's going to heal in days or weeks or months?
Okay.
Run an ad break. Run an ad break.
That is a hard success.
Okay. So you took a shot in the gut, as I remember.
Chest.
Yeah.
Chest.
Didn't he kick him in the chest or something and send him flying?
Yeah. So as near as you can tell from examination, all of his organs appear to be in place.
That's good.
That's good. There's definitely either dislocation or fracture of the rib cage.
Oh shit!
Can't tell beyond that.
Okay.
So right now, the best thing you can do is make sure that you immobilize the ribs as much as you can.
Okay.
Which you can't do. It's just not moving.
Yeah, so he needs to move very carefully.
Well,
and there's not a whole lot you can do, although it looks like he avoided the worst of it. Which means he's going to be okay, as far as you can tell.
Right.
In a matter of days to a week or two.
So immobilized. So I should try to wrap his chest, at least in the according of the medicine of the time.
Exactly.
And immobilize it. So I'm going to take my jacket off and try to start making something that'll hold him tightly together.
It's also going to be important that he doesn't make any violent movements.
No more shots to the chest.
It's going to be difficult for him to ride in a carriage.
Or drive one.
Yeah.
Okay.
or drive
We
one.
can all lift him.
Yeah, honestly, the best method of travel for him would be for him to lay down and others to carry him. Because even the worst method would be by horse or carriage, which was jostling. If he's going to walk, he's going to want to be careful as he walks. In other words, if you're going to stay with him, he's going to be walking at a slower pace to be more careful with each step.
Is there any way to fashion a gurney?
Josh is really loud for me.
I don't think you brought much with you that would serve that purpose.
Let's chop that tree down. That's what we could do. Oh, we don't have
So,
an axe.
what?
Never mind.
Not really.
Tree.
Wait a minute. Callista Ambrose has a hammer.
Yep. You do have at least 2 long guns.
Let's do with that.
I believe you have 2 hunting muskets, so
was-
it's possible you could use that plus some coats
Actually, I think everybody had.
or cloth or whatnot
Everybody
to
had
make
rifles.
to make a
gotcha.
sledge.
We had more than 2. I think. Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it was just Illingsworth and I. Did Sir George bring anything? Because he said,
No,
let's make it a
but-
hunting trip. Maybe we'll find.
Well,
old...
his man is carrying his hunting musket.
Okay, so we should have 3 then.
So there are 3 long guns,
Mm-hmm.
and 2 of them are proper hunting guns. Those are almost 6 feet long.
Mhm.
Those are rifle muskets, intended for accuracy at several hundred yards. They're a bitch to clean, by the way. But what they give you is, with a weapon like that, you can realistically hit something 300 or 400 yards away.
And Salt's not here to clean my gun anymore. Is he conscious?
It
Did he
only
wake
says
up?
a range of 100.
What?
During the process, he will start to come around again.
Uh-oh.
At the moment,
Alright.
you're currently feeling so much adrenaline, you're not feeling the pain. That's coming.
Oh, boy.
When the adrenaline wears off,
I tell him this-
the agony is coming.
I tell him.
So
the
right
agony-
now you
I
feel
tell him-
great.
That's exactly what I tell him. The agony is coming, Salt. So don't move too much.
Yeah.
Remember, I have terrible bedside manner.
Yeah, you do.
Kevin, I did take a pretty serious amount of sanity damage. Do any of my backstory elements change to reflect this?
Oh no.
How would you figure that? Which one would you figure would change?
That's a good question.
I feel like this is more like confirmation for you.
Ideology.
Like-
Are you talking about like the ideology beliefs and stuff like that?
Yeah, my trait. Well, every time you take sanity damage, like your character, like your backstory traits can change, except for treasure possession. I would like to argue that my traits, loyal, hardworking, kind, conceals a deeper anger within. I think that I'm going to change that to having a shorter fuse. That this situation has made me quicker to anger, quicker to react with violence. That I'm going to internalize. If I had acted sooner, everything would have been okay.
Wait, are you replacing all those traits with this one, or are you adding this trait?
No. I'm adding to it.
Okay.
Yeah. It
So even
supersedes the other one to say now you're less patient and more willing to be proactively violent.
So we learned nothing, gentlemen. Nothing.
So
proactively violent.
If you had hit him first, you wouldn't be hurting right now.
He'd be dead.
Hit the other guy before he hits you.
He was already dead, though. So there's a flaw.
Yeah, now, of course, that's not rational. If you'd hit him first, it wouldn't have changed much because he's already dead. But that's the point of it's a sanity loss thing. If you had gone on offense, he wouldn't have had a chance to kick you.
I'm gonna try to tell Salt not to move. You've got.
I'm
I'm
the moment I.
Go,
the moment I come up, I'm breathing hard. My brow is furrowed. Like I wake up angry.
Don't move. You've got some broken ribs. I'm gonna try to keep him from moving without causing further injury. That's the big thing. And I'm trying to explain it very quickly. He's got broken ribs. He can't move. He's got to lay still as much as he can. We'll get him back.
Now, the other thing, of course, is that while you may be quicker to anger, the first face you're seeing as you regain consciousness is a man that you up until this point have trusted.
Up until this point.
I
don't know if that's still true.
I hope
it's
so.
true. It's true. Okay. I will trust the doctor in medicine. Says, I'm sorry, doctor. I should have done more.
Oh no, that was a god. You couldn't have. You're fine.
You're good.
I'm just trying to convince him to lay still. We're gonna try to help him. And
Okay. Now, have you ever been badly injured before? Have you ever been in a wreck? Yeah, your character.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
So you've been hurt. You know the hurt is coming.
Mhm.
You know what he's saying is probably the best that can be done right now. So yeah, in that sense, he's got your back. And this one, he's doing the best he can. You got hurt pretty bad.
Yeah.
You also understand then why it doesn't hurt right now, and how in a few hours it's going to hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What you really could use right now is a lot of alcohol.
We both brought
or laudanum,
flasks.
or opium, or something.
Do I have some?
In other words,
laudanum?
something to kill pain before the pain really gets its grip.
Do I have laudanum?
And probably not enough for the moment.
Damn.
In other words,
okay.
You really need to be in a place where there's a ready supply of such things, not like the sip he's got.
Right. I probably have.
You've got a little bottle,
tiny bottle for
basically. Yeah, you've got a dose for an emergency dose in your kit. That'll help for a little bit once the adrenaline wears off. But it's not gonna. He's gonna want something stronger than that in the long term.
That'll be good for like a half hour or something, maybe.
Yeah, that little bottle you've got there might buy you enough time to get back to a place where there's more supply.
Okay.
Between that and the adrenaline should do the job, because that's the point of it. It's enough to get a person to a safer location.
Okay.
That's what emergency supply is for.
I'm going to give it to him if he'll take it and let him know exactly what it is. Because, terrible bedside manner. This is laudanum. It shouldn't be enough to knock you out. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, dragon.
Yeah.
If he takes it, it's up to him. And I'll shut up.
I take it.
Yep.
And after that, I would like to help carry him. If I could.
Okay.
Well,
so you're gonna.
I can help. I can help as well.
I would like to help carry.
Okay. So either and Mr. Leland will do so likewise.
Yeah, Leland. That's 4.
You could theoretically make essentially a gurney using 2 of the muskets and some coats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
And given that there's 5 or 6 more of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 other people. So 4 people, or even everybody puts a hand on it, carries.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys are all willing to do that, that's a way to return to either Thistleton or Rutledge, wherever you're going.
Rutland is closer, isn't it?
Rutland is closer, but Rutland involves taking that back way through the bog.
Trail.
Whereas Thistleton is farther, but Thistleton follows the old Roman road, which is a smoother trip.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an actually upside downside to both of them. One is smoother, one is closer.
At Rutland, though. Aren't we staying in Rutland?
Staying at Thistleton.
In Thistleton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that may decide it for Thistleton. It's a longer walk, but 1, you have accommodations there already, and 2, following the Roman road is easier to be smooth in travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
Roman roads are great for being level.
Yeah, Rutland is where Michael and Boyle are staying.
Yes.
That's right.
There's a church, there's a couple of stores, and there's a pub. That's pretty much Rutland, and a few.
Yeah, Rutland is a tiny little town.
Yeah.
There's also farms, but that's sort of irrelevant. It's what most people do for a living in Rutland.
There's farms all over right now.
Where aren't there farms, though? Oh, right, in the bogs.
Right. Where there can't be farmland.
Exactly. Where the wetlands and bogs are, that's where farms aren't. Everywhere else, farms.
Quarries or whatever. But
how's Sir George doing?
He took a major impact, although I remember he made his sanity roll.
He was like...
Oh, no, it was his man who did.
Sparring. You know what I mean? Mimicking sparring.
It was his man who made the sanity roll. He did not.
Leland was on top of things.
So Leland is been watching this whole thing, unwilling to take any lead, because that's not his job. But as soon as someone suggests a thing, he jumps to it and does it.
Great.
So when you suggest, like, we should build a gurney, he's the one grabbing the muskets, unloading them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Would have thought
gathering cloth. Like and something with the hit many of you took, some probably forgot to do that. Whereas
I didn't think about it.
He did not lose any sanity, or at least not a significant amount. So he's the one who'll think, okay, I'm going to unload the muskets. I'm going to use them this way. We're going to get 6 hands on it, so the guns won't have to take that much strain in and of themselves.
What about
he's working that out.
This is a kindness Kevin is doing to us, because I guarantee that if one of us fumbled something, there's a non-zero chance, if those muskets were loaded, that I would get shot while on the gurney.
No, probably one of the people carrying you would get actually shot. You're on top of them.
People carrying it
would be like shot in the back.
it's the people who are carrying it would be far more in danger of being shot if such a thing happened.
You're fine, Graham.
Maybe
you may have been the one.
How bad you roll.
Unless you fell.
You may have been actually the one that accidentally fire him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we just check that the things are not loaded?
Yeah. Well, that's what he's done.
How is Sir George?
He's shaken. Like,
okay.
He saw the thing, and from his perspective, much of the trip you'll see, he's going over something in his mind over and over again.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably
later.
Doing kind of some of the same things, though, too.
Yeah, and any of you, whoever's close to him,
comparing and contrasting.
He's talking to himself occasionally in Latin.
Oh, what's he saying? He's not saying what fucking Baker said, is he?
No, what he's doing is he's going over some of the inscriptions you guys saw, and one you are not familiar with. In other words, he saw such a thing somewhere else, and realizing he saw the ones in the temple here, and he's connecting the dots.
But we don't know where we think he saw.
There's at least one phrase in Latin that you didn't see in the temple, which is to imply he's seen one of these before.
Okay.
In other words, he suspected that this was a temple of Mars Nodens, and now he is over and over again confirming, yes it was, yes it was, yes it was. Oh shit, I was right. I suspect part of him kind of wishes he wasn't. So it's the whole, I was right, that was going to happen, I kind of wish I was wrong, and I kind of wish it didn't, but god damn it, I was right, that's going to happen.
Maybe what does this mean for something else?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's connecting it that way. And at one point, when you're within about a mile of Thistleton, he'll actually stop doing that and say to no one in particular, the Uppington murders were part of it, weren't they? As if you know what he's talking about. Just out of the blue, like he's done his for the last 4 miles he's been calculating, and now he's come to that conclusion.
I forget how they died. Oh, they got beaten to death. That's right. It was particularly brutal.
By
somebody. Nobody knows who.
No one knows for certain.
This is Uppington.
It's all speculation on...
Which is like the capital, or the county seat, or something like that. The county.
Yeah, Uppington is also where Michael comes from.
Yeah.
Did we know that? Oh yeah, because the sheriff knew it.
Yep.
I think some of us. I think some of us do. I don't know if all of us do, but
yeah. So, but that's his conclusion. That he has now decided that the Uppington murders are connected to this.
Okay. If I'm anywhere where I can like reach over and like touch Sir George like reassuringly, I do it very clumsily because I'm terrible at this kind of thing. But
yeah. And he just sort of
there.
Don't bother, he says. It's all true. It's a foregone conclusion. There's no other thing that makes sense.
Remember Mr. Michael, Sir George?
Yes, that's my point.
Oh, very good, very good.
It had to have been either him or his manager.
We're still walking and talking.
Yeah.
The problem
he didn't stop his legs. He just stopped his Latin calculations when he came to that conclusion. And then said that aloud as if it made sense to everybody.
Well, we think Michael might be a Stanley. That's the name of the murdered people, by the way. Their surname.
Yeah. Seems likely.
Indeed. I do think that he did it.
Should we inform the sheriff?
Either him or Mr. Boyle. You sure it wasn't Boyle?
I'm not. No. I do not know. Michael is very strong.
And how strong is Mr. Boyle?
We don't know.
Man's not fought, has he?
Maybe strong enough to control Michael.
Ooh.
I'm nodding. Yeah, that could be.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I see Boyle's hand in this. But I see too much of it anyway. Don't you? I know you did. You all saw it. Excepting Mr. Leland, and I thank you for that. Mr. Leland's just like, okay. Like,
he just keeps walking.
I'm the only one here who isn't out of his fucking mind. I'm just holding my thing and putting one foot in front of the other.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep holding the thing here and putting one foot in front of the other until I have to stop doing this.
This isn't just about winning a tournament, is it?
I don't think so.
No.
Something deeper here.
Yeah, I imagine.
But I can't figure out. Doctor.
I'm sorry?
What I can't figure out is,
yes.
Where's old Shuck come into it?
Old Shuck's trying to stop it. Yes, it's also clear now. Old Shuck is a nature spirit, and he doesn't like Nodens. So, Old Shuck is here because he wants to end this terror, this horror. Yes, it's also clear. Obviously, Old Shuck is an ally, although it'd kill us in a moment if we actually upset him in any way, shape, or form. Yes, that must be it. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking you.
You are, yeah.
I passed out again.
Probably just.
That's the
just
best
as well.
that he could be. Yeah. That's why.
And when you get
the laudanum hit him especially hard right just now.
And as you get a little closer to Thistleton, you'll see a party of men approaching you.
Okay.
There's about a dozen of them.
Are they armed?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have torches and pitchforks?
Nope.
Damn. Could have gotten them to tear the temple down.
Several of them have guns.
All right.
And as you get closer, you can see that the two men at the front of the party, one of whom is carrying a torch, because it's not dark yet, but it's getting there.
No, it's not. Dude, it was 11 o'clock in the morning when we had this tussle. How long? It took us 8 hours to get back to Thistleton?
No, it's taken you. It's about 5 hours. You're only traveling at about a mile or two an hour, so it's 2, 3 o'clock.
Fair. Okay. 2 to 3 p.m.
Yeah. No, the man who's in the lead is wearing the arms of the Earl of Yarmouth.
Oh God, you're gonna have to remind me who that is, Kevin.
Don't think we met him so far.
He hasn't been mentioned at all.
Yeah, those of you who know Fancy know the Earl of Yarmouth is another big boxing fan, which means he probably arrived today.
Wasn't he the guy that gave me a ride into town?
Yeah, wasn't he? Didn't someone important give?
No, that was Viscount Dillon.
That was Count
Dillon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So we haven't
met
this guy.
Here's another noble who's also a patron of boxing.
And he's leading a hunting party to get Old Shuck, who's now our ally. We must stop them.
Actually, I think they may even be looking for you.
I don't know. That's what I whispered to everyone.
Because as they approach, you can hear one of them saying, Sir George, is that you? To which he acknowledges yes. And it becomes clear very quickly that they're actually looking for you guys.
Oh.
We've only been gone for 9 hours. Oh, no, wait. Not 9. We left at like 9 a.m. We got there at 10. We were at 10 a.m. was when all this shit went down. So we've only been gone for what?
You've been gone about half a day.
Hours.
It's not that long. These people
you left
panic.
Pretty much. You left a little earlier than that. You left around right after breakfast.
Basically. Yeah, that's true. We did leave very early.
And while the encounter only took a few minutes, the aftermath of it probably took the better part of an hour. And then you've been traveling slowly back.
Crap.
So they expected you back probably by about noon. And when that didn't happen, now also please notice you're only like half a mile from Thistleton. In other words, these guys basically just set out.
Right. Yeah, I know.
They haven't gone far when they see you.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they were planning on making a march to at least as far as where they thought the temple might be and getting there by sundown. In other words, they were worried if you hadn't come back.
Oh, wait. How did they know where the temple is?
Actually, they don't. They know where the road goes.
We haven't really been.
So they were going to follow the road,
except with Sir George and I don't know who else might have said something.
And what the Earl of Yarmouth will tell you is that largely he'd heard about this old Shuck creature and figured since you guys had started off so early and so few, he wanted to take a shot at it. So if the creature turned up, he was going to shoot it, and if it didn't, he was going to help you. In other words, this is a rescue mission / hunting opportunity.
I'm poking Miss Ambrose in the back.
So he's doing both of those things. And of course, when his people saw you carrying somebody, they hustled up to see what the matter was.
You see.
Yeah, the Earl himself is middle-aged. So he's carrying nothing but a walking stick. but he's got 2 servants, 2 footmen who are both carrying hunting guns. In other words, he has 2 shots prepped and ready.
Yeah, he's nobility. Yeah, he's
as in if he sees the creature, he's going to have one of his footmen is going to hand him his gun.
Yeah,
exactly. And then he's going to reload it while the other footman hands him the other gun.
This guy's going to end up dead. He's going to be killed.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
But he's not going to stay out here if you guys, because now he sees you guys are carrying someone who's injured. Are you willing to tell him? What are you going to tell him? Because one of the things he's going to want to know is, how did your man get hurt?
Zipping my lip. As soon as
I
try to lie. I'm just telling him he's hurt, and we need to get him back into town where he can be immobilized immediately. We do not have time.
He's going to want an answer. What happened to this man?
That's fine.
How did he get hurt?
We need to get him into a bed immediately, or he could die. I'm a
So
doctor.
you're not. So the lot of you are going to
discuss it once.
I'm just going to be like, look away and crouch.
Okay. So they won't press the matter because right now getting this man to safety is more important.
Right.
So they'll help you carry him.
Okay.
And the whole party will return to Thistleton.
That's awesome. Let's go to Sir George's.
Yeah, and
I want him up in my room. I'm going to guide them to go take him right upstairs to my room.
They'll take him wherever you tell them to.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling him. He's going in my bed.
Okay, I'd lay him down there.
Yep. And see if we can... He's unconscious. Are you still unconscious, Salt?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He slept through this.
Great. So then we can untie him from the stretcher, whatever. I can start to tend to him, get his clothes off so I can see to him.
Yeah.
Don't even try, Ambrose. I'm a friggin' doctor.
Sorry.
I'm a doctor at a sex clinic.
I'm having my own
reaction. There's
Don't worry.
Once you get a better examination, there's clearly some internal bleeding.
Oh,
but it looks like it's stopped by now.
I'll bleed him a little bit. That's the go-to in this time period, right?
It might help.
Yeah. I don't have leeches, but I can just do a little nick that'll
use a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I bleed him. I try to tend to him as best I can. Miss Ambrose is thinking about chopping off certain parts.
Don't worry about what I'm thinking.
While they're doing that, what are the rest of you doing? Because you'll return to Thistleton about, close to 4 o'clock.
Okay, 4
all said and done.
Thank you.
And the doctor is taking Salt upstairs and beginning a more extensive medical procedure. What are the rest of you going to do with the rest of your afternoon?
I think I'm going to look for a drink. I think I'm ready for a good stiff drink after all of this.
Okay. Well, the Panther is the only place to buy a drink. And outside table seating is now very much a thing. You'll also notice there are several temporary employees who are serving the drinks. In other words, the owner, the staff have been increased to meet the demands. You'll also notice several more pavilions have been set up downtown as more of the nobility have arrived. And some of these people you'll recognize. 1 or 2 of them anyways. For instance, surround one of the tables, you'll notice a number of soldiers. That's the party of Major Henry Morrill, Colonel with the Grenadier Guards, hero of the Napoleonic Wars, and all around, as according to reputation, all around badass. They tell stories about him, like at one point, allegedly, a Frenchman threw a grenade at him. He caught it and threw it back. Whoa. Before it detonated. Like that, whether that's true, I have no idea. But the story is he stood up, caught it, and then returned it to the guy who threw it at him. That's the kind of stories they tell about this man. Whether any of them are true is a different issue.
Right. And that's definitely like one of those stories. Well, this guy's definitely still here. Yeah. So that checks out.
I mean, he's alive and has all of his limbs attached, so there's that.
Right.
Oh, that's something.
So, maybe he doesn't routinely throw grenades back at people who throw them, but he is clearly good enough at soldiering that he is still alive.
That's sometimes food. That's a treat.
Yep. And connected to all of his limbs, which is more than we can say for many veterans of the Napoleonic Wars. Including, incidentally, one of his party.
Oh.
Like the man sitting next to him wears the coat of the Grenadier Guards, and you'll notice has one sleeve folded against his coat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these are veterans.
Yeah.
So those are his buddies, his drinking buddies, and also his war veteran buddies. So you're starting to recognize more and more people who've come for the big event. Are you doing anything or just drinking yourself into oblivion tonight?
I'm just kind of, drinking myself, maybe not into quite oblivion, but oblivion adjacent.
Enough that you're feeling nothing by the time you go to bed.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And what about the other two of you?
Baker is pacing outside.
Okay.
While just outside Salt's room.
So you're going to be there for a while, huh?
Basically.
I think I will join your pacing for a little bit. So I'm also pretty nervous, and I think Ambrose is kind of in a place of, if we are facing a god, I do not know what to do. I can't punch
across the streams.
God to death.
This is true.
I just
punch the god. I'm not there.
I'll do it again.
Illingsworth has punched a god, hasn't he?
He has, yeah.
Come to think of it.
Respect.
Punched APAP.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to join you in your pacing and kind of try and reassure you, but mostly try and reassure myself before I wander off.
Okay. Where are you wandering off to?
All right. Somewhere where I keep my books, and although I don't have anything about this kind of god, I have my little books, or probably some kind of books about Egyptian mythology.
Okay.
And I'll just start rereading those again to kind of self-soothe, but also make me feel like I'm doing something productive.
Okay, well, you're welcome to make a Cthulhu Mythos roll if you want. It's unlikely, but possible that you've got something between the lines.
You know what? I'll try anything.
We probably all got some points in it right now, so
yeah,
we got a chance. Yeah.
Well, this is because she's consulting books.
Yeah. No way.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We all got a chance, basically.
Can they push?
Yeah.
Can Miss Ambrose push?
No, not this.
It's either. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, because it's either this was a question of maybe you have something between the lines or something in your library that would have been relevant. So it's a single roll here. So this is really not about you. Good. It's about the limited supply of resources you have.
Break out that old Necronomicon.
Yeah.
So you might have gotten lucky.
Oh yeah, I keep in my little purse.
Yep.
My pocket.
What'd you get?
Pocket Necronomicon.
Oh, I got a 98. I don't think I'm gonna push it.
Yeah, no. This is all. What you've got is basically all the things you brought with you are Egyptian.
It's a crit fail.
None of this is helpful here. So, at the end of the night, it becomes pretty clear that you don't have what you need here. You might, with access to a bigger library, you might, but there isn't one. You would have to travel a ways to reach one.
Yeah.
Several days.
I do think it soothes my brain a little bit to reread things that are familiar to me.
Now that it might. Okay, so the next day, what day are we on now? I've lost track.
This is Saturday, September 21st, 1811, when all hell broke loose.
Okay.
7 days.
7 days. Yep. Saturday the 28th is the day of the fight.
Woo!
And on Sunday the 22nd, you will notice several more tents have gone up. In other words, some more of the fancy arrived overnight. So more and more people are here. Needless to say, there will be no fights on Sunday.
Right.
Nobody would do such a thing. Yeah. So while there are plenty of English peasants who will happily ignore the Sabbath to play bowling or football or Roquette or whatnot. Nobody is going to risk the wrath of the law by providing any kind of fights on a Sunday. So today is a day basically people will relax, take it easy, unless you guys want to do anything in particular.
I'm tending to
definitely want to take it easy. I'm probably going to check in with like Salt or with Dr. Payne to see how Salt's doing at the very least.
Okay. And Mr. Baker, did you eventually go to bed?
Very late, but yes, I would go to bed.
I would have had food brought to the room.
Yep.
You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I don't know if any of you are church attendees on a Sunday morning.
Not this time.
You know what? Definitely this Sunday, I probably would.
Seems like
I've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe a little normalcy of church would help things out.
Yeah, and what they're doing is they're actually going to be 2 services today. The normal one, which will be inside St. Nicholas Church, and then the pastor is going to do a second one outside for people who can't fit in the church. There's more people who want to attend a church service than the church will handle, so he's going to just do it twice.
I am definitely going to want to try to get into the earlier service because I want to be in a church, I think.
Okay. So if you get up early, you can get a seat.
Okay. I didn't know if I could even like push like my social status or something like that to even potentially get a seat, but if I had to.
Yeah, getting up early is the simplest way to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Make sure you're there when the place is when people begin going in.
Then I don't have to like step on toes. That's the proper English way to do things, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the best way to do it. And yeah, you could have used credit rating your social standing basically if you had to, but if you get there early, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because normally St. Nicholas Church is 2/3 full on a normal Sunday around here. No, not everybody attends. So even on a normal day, there's some empty seats. So if you get there early, you get one. Also, this means you don't have to put anyone out. You don't want to be that guy today.
Yeah, that's true too.
Because if you were stepping on toes, you'd be basically taking a seat from someone else who wanted one.
Yeah.
So this way, you get to be the good guy all the way around. And
it's the proper way to do things. Yeah.
Exactly. So anything else to be done on Sunday?
Like for everybody?
Yeah, for anyone else who wants to do anything.
Like if anyone else has anything else they want to do. I can't come up with anything right now, but
I feel like today might be a good day for us to regain sanity.
That doesn't generally happen on a single day.
Yeah, that takes time.
Yeah. But what if the tea is so good
that we all regain sanity?
Let's say, as Andy found out, there's ways to nullify sanity loss.
Yep. With enough drugs.
Right. But
all right, let's all
you can nullify it. You can nullify it in the moment, but once it's gone, it's going to take a while to get it to come back.
Mm-hmm. There will be one thing though on Sunday. Which would be Sir George, now convinced that the Uppington murders were involved, wanting to go to Uppington tonight or tomorrow. And basically wants to know if any of you want to come. In other words, his circle of trust now is people who saw the dead man.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'll agree to go with him, at least to help keep him safe, at the very least.
And then it becomes by Sunday evening, he's getting to the point where he's not sure he can, because he's involved in arranging the whole meet and everything. So he's basically, by Sunday evening, he's like, can you guys do that? I will loan you a carriage and Mr. Leland.
Not me.
But he's afraid he's going to be unable to disappear for a whole day without people noticing.
Okay. Yeah, and he's definitely of higher social status than me, right? So if he's asking me to do this, I kind of feel like I'm going to be obligated to do it.
Well,
in his
none of you are obligated to do it. The point is, if you do, you're winning points. You're winning brownie points, essentially.
Right. And that's what that's kind of what I'm getting. That's why I kind of feel like I still have to do it, because as far as the social standing is concerned, like, why wouldn't you pass up this opportunity? So
he wanted
a little bit to gain social standing.
And he's also not lying about that. Because he's involved in arranging the fights.
Right.
If he's gone for a whole day or even 2 days,
and
people are going to notice. Whereas you can disappear for a day or two, and you're not involved in scheduling stuff, so you're not needed here. He is
right.
But he will loan you his carriage. You can borrow his carriage or his horses. You can borrow Mr. Leland if you want him.
Yeah, I definitely will want to bring Leland, because he seemed like he had his wits more about him after everything was all said and done, where I may have been missing some elements or something. So,
okay. Does anybody else want to go?
This is to Upton, yes?
To Uppington, yeah.
Uppington. I don't know if I can go.
I'm not going.
The doctor's not going to let you.
I'm not going to let him. If he you even already told me if he travels in a carriage, it's going to fuck him up. He's not going, and I'm not going. I'm seeing to him.
If he travels by carriage, he will, for safety's sake, you will want to go slower.
Yeah, I don't.
If the adult comes along, you will want to travel on a more leisurely pace.
I will stay back. Also, just a reminder, since we did have a day's worth of rest, I believe Kevin can correct me. Everybody regains 1 hit point except for me with a major wound.
No, you still regain a hit point.
No.
The difference is you're not going to be healed of that until the wound itself goes away. But you will because you're under a doctor's care, you will start getting hit points back.
Well, I thought. Even thought with his healing check, with his hard success healing check, I think that might have gave him enough
first aid. Plus, the first aid gave him points back to start with. Now he's providing actual attending medical care.
Did that 3 points take you up to half? Over half?
Yes, I am over half the damage. I'm at.
Then that takes away the major wound.
Yeah.
Once you reach half or above, the major wound goes away.
Mm-hmm.
So once you've recovered those hit points, you'll be good to travel again. So yeah. The other thing is, I don't remember what the actual rules are, but when you're under the care of a doctor, you should get hit points back.
Yeah, I'm looking at them. Right
that's now. That's exactly what he's doing right now. You're taking time to provide actual medical care.
Exactly.
And he's taking time to actually receive it.
Okay, but I am not going on the trip.
I was staying with Salt.
So the two of you are going to stay put. Is anyone else going to Uppington?
I'll try. I'll go as backup.
Okay, and that leaves Baker, I believe.
Where
are you on Monday?
I'm wondering. I'm torn between going on this trip or being with Salt while he recovers.
Oh.
You haven't been with Salt yet. I'm not letting you in the room.
Baker is well aware of that.
Okay.
Yeah, you were outside. He was outside pacing. He never actually entered. And it's no secret that he was outside.
Oh, that's
Anytime
good.
you left to get food or visit the privy or whatnot, you went past him.
Oh, I never left, except for maybe. Well, we have chamber pots, right?
Yeah.
Great.
So maybe you didn't. Or you certainly could have a pot brought in if you wanted one. If you didn't want to leave at all.
Yeah, I don't. I'm staying in this room. I'm sleeping on the couch or whatever other furniture is here, and I'm keeping an eye on Salt. These things can turn bad real fast.
This is also true. Infection could set in. Yeah, no, you want to be. You're doing the right thing to be on guard, and be ready to act if you're needed.
On guard about 2 things: the medical and the magical.
Baker, what do you think?
He's gonna stay too, even if he's not wanted.
Okay.
Oh,
no.
Sad.
Right then.
Do not sympathize with him.
I'm sure he hands you the chamber pots to empty.
I do hand him the chamber pots to empty.
Oh, okay. So if you're willing to be useful,
he's out there in the hallway, here.
Right.
Then I close the door.
Are you willing to do a servant's work?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That says something about being apologetic, that he's willing to do a servant's task.
Apologetic for casting a spell that drove us all mad and almost killed Salt.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot of apologizing. That's all it goes.
It takes more than just carrying the chamber pot out.
Yes.
Okay. So for you guys then, there you are on Monday. For the other two of you, You'll borrow the carriage, and Mr. Leyland will drive you to Uppington. The whole trip is about a little more than 13 miles. So it'll take you roughly 2 hours to get there, leaving after breakfast on Monday. Uppington it's a village with delusions of grandeur, is the best way to put it. Because it wants to be a town, and it almost is. It doesn't have a wall, so it's not a proper town.
I have a feeling I know what this is kind of like. I feel like there's some places around me that give that exact same feel.
There's a lot of places like this.
Oh.
Yeah.
This one also has 2 churches.
Ooh. Fancy.
Yeah. Although that may...
Catholic and Protestant?
Actually, yes. One of them is Anglican, the other is Catholic. There's enough Catholics here that they've maintained a Catholic church. So you've got you would expect to find an Anglican church here. You'll also find a Catholic church, and what I'm pretty sure is a meeting house for some third religion.
Daggone.
In other words, there's at least 3 religions represented here. So you've got your mainstream Anglicans, you've got your non-mainstream Catholics,
and I have an unknown.
A meeting house of some sort.
Yeah,
possibly.
I have no idea what it would
Shakers?
be.
Quaker, Shakers, something like that. Mennonites.
Candlestick makers?
Methodists. Probably Methodists.
Fucking Methodists. I say that as being raised Methodist.
Yeah, and Mr. Lumen, by the way, can confirm that, yeah, the meeting house, those are the Methodists. There's enough Methodists here that they maintain a church. He thinks they're
good old John Wesley.
Yeah, he doesn't say much, but it's pretty clear from Mr. Leland's eye roll that he considers the Methodists weirdos. And that you should probably stay far away from them because they're weirdos.
Not wrong.
Understood.
Like he would never say such things in words, but if he rolled his eyes any harder, he'd break his own neck.
Oh, that was awfully brave of John Wesley to post those 18 things on the Catholic door. I forget exactly what it was called.
You're thinking of Martin Luther and 95 things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Wesley brothers are the founders of Methodism. Methodism was founded at Oxford. The term is originally an insult.
Oh, okay.
In other words, look at those guys methodically picking apart the Bible, every goddamn word.
Gotcha.
It's an insult.
Yeah.
And then, years later, they began calling themselves, you know how these things work, where someone uses a term as an insult and then people start calling themselves that.
Yeah.
Now you can say that.
Take away the power.
Yeah, exactly. That's legit how those things work. Where do you want to start here? So you've got a little downtown between the 3 churches, a green, a downtown that consists of some artisans' shops. So here you can you've still got the old artisan system working to an extent. So, for instance, there a shoemaker's shop, over there a cabinet maker, a joiner, over there hats are made. So, there's a modiste. There a tailor.
What?
A modiste, someone who makes fashions for women.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that term was...
In other words, this village is big enough that you can buy most conventional consumer goods here.
Okay.
In either retail shops or small artisan shops. So, for instance, the cobblers, where they make shoes, that's still an artisan shop, where half a dozen workers make shoes with hand tools.
Okay.
And sell them there.
Right.
In other words, you're seeing some of the old pre-factory production models here. So a lot of people are now buying those things from factories. But here, the factory system hasn't quite reached yet. You can still buy things made by artisans who make them at a workbench. So it's that kind of town. So enough here that you've got a selection of things like that. Several taverns, that sort of thing. Mr. Leland knows where the murders took place, if you want to see that house at this point. He's not sure who, if anyone, lives there now.
Yeah, we can head that way. I'm okay with doing that for the time being.
Okay, well, you'll start there then. So what you'll do is you'll go through downtown. You'll also, of course, attract some looks, although not as many as you would under other circumstances. A lot of people have been on their way to Thistleton have come through this way.
Right.
So another unknown carriage passing through. People are getting used to it these days.
Yeah, it's for the norm at the moment.
Exactly. So nobody gives you any real attention. And then Mr. Leland will turn down what's known as Orchard Lane. And you get the sense why. Here is an orchard of trees.
Okay.
And there's the house. The third one on Orchard Lane. It's what was at one point what you might call a farmhouse that grew out of what was probably a peasant holding. So in other words, It's now more of a Tudor-style house with the white walls and the cross beams visible on the outside, the old wooden shutters. There's a little yard that might have once held livestock. And as you approach, you can hear a cat hiss at you and run away.
Okay.
No! Why?
I think you just annoyed a cat.
What have we done?
You annoyed it. As cats.
I'll never get over this.
Sanity check.
Just a cat. Behaving like a cat. Actually, if those of you at any points in Natural World, why is the cat? What's the cat doing here?
Catching mice. I'm kind of taking a look at the house. Does the house look like it's kept?
No.
Yeah.
It's a feral cat, which is probably catching mice or field mice or rodents.
Right.
Because people don't live here.
The murder house.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have just left the bodies, though, would they?
Oh, God, no. The point is nobody wants to live here.
Right. No one wants to live in the house where people
the house is still standing, but notice as you move toward the house, notice the front lawn, no one has mowed the grass. The coop and kennel that might once have held livestock are empty. A cat is hunting field mice, which wouldn't be here if this place was inhabited by chickens or goats or whatnot. Here's a place you could keep some chickens. Those mice would have gotten eaten by chickens if those chickens were still here. Or at least pecked at.
The cat might have actually belonged to that people in that house at one point, because it was only a year ago that this happened. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, or the feral cats have moved in.
Or they kind of had a half feral cat.
Oh, as a cat.
It's now completely feral.
That's a non-feral cat right there.
Right.
Very non-feral cat.
He's so sweet.
That is definitely a docile cat.
I don't know. He certainly gives us a run for our money.
Yep.
Oh, don't give me
Anyway,
they all get their zoomies.
There doesn't seem to be anybody here. And as you guys get out of the carriage and look around, you can see someone in the next house looking at you.
Oh.
There's someone has come to the door of the house that's next door. It's a woman. She was clearly involved in some kind of household task because she's got an apron on that's covered in what's probably flour. In other words, she was probably making bread. Mm-hmm. And noticed a carriage arrive, and so opens the door to get a better look.
Hello.
And she'll wave at you, and then sort of retreat quietly into her house, realizing she's been seen.
Okay.
Fair enough.
She looks like she got a little embarrassed that you noticed her.
Oh.
That she's being a bit of a looky-loo over there and doesn't want to, gain a reputation as being nosy.
He was hoping to catch a peek and not be noticed, and we noticed her.
Exactly. Well, if you gain a reputation as being nosy, people will not want to be around you.
Yeah.
So she's going back to whatever she's doing inside what's clearly her house next door. As for this house, there is a large lock on the door. On the outside.
Like a padlock?
That's not part... Yeah, that's a padlock.
Like
the kind of thing that's the kind of thing you would put if someone had been evicted.
Yeah.
That is not part of the original design. That is someone saying, everybody stay the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so at that point, then I think I'm going to head over to that house of the lady that decided to peek her head out.
And Mr. Leland is looking at the log and takes a moment to inform you that was not there last he saw.
Oh, okay. And
again, he hasn't been here in a year, so clearly after the murder, someone locked the place up.
Perhaps
doesn't want anyone
lady
entering.
next door will. Maybe she's lived here long enough. She can let us know what's going on.
Okay, so you make your way over to the next door and knock. It's the same woman who answers, who does her best, thank you, to look like she's surprised at your visit. She's not. Acting is clearly not a high point of her skill set.
Right, and it's fine. We're all being proper, English polite. So.
Yeah, well, she's trying to act like she's surprised at your arrival. Everyone knows she.
You know what? I'll even play along too. So.
Sure, pretend you accept the idea that she's being surprised.
Right.
And long story short, because this will, you'll need some small talk first. She's perfectly willing to talk about the Stanley house.
Okay.
And the fact
I definitely want to find out
murder.
how long she's lived in that house, and if she's lived in there long enough to know about the murders. So
she was born here.
Okay.
And she remembers the night of the murders. She and her husband actually heard what they thought was the sound of a fight. And her husband, who calls himself Charles, he was the one who found the bodies.
Oh, and what is her name? I introduced myself. And
Charles and Ella King. They woke up, basically. They heard what they thought was a fight. Their child woke up and woke his parents. They thinking that he heard a fight. So Charles went next door to investigate. Basically, what Charles thought was, it sounds like maybe someone's burglarizing their house.
Yeah.
And so Charles grabbed basically a fireplace implement, and took it next door, thinking it might be a burglary. If so, he would help.
Right.
He found the back door open. He saw the bodies. She tells you that he then went to get the sheriff, but it's pretty clear she's lying about that part.
To be honest, I think my points are so low in psychology, I'm not sure I'd pick up on that, in all honesty.
Yeah, she's not a good actor.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure I'm just at base.
In other words, if you had to venture a guess, it's not Charles who went for the sheriff, it's her.
Okay.
Charles spent his time wondering where his sanity points had gone. She went to get the sheriff.
Charles fainted.
Probably. Well, Charles has found the bodies. That part's absolutely true.
Yeah.
He opened that back door with a fireplace poker, thinking he was going to confront an armed burglar, and
saw a mangled mess of atrocity
of his neighbors.
Yeah.
Of his somewhat elderly neighbors who had never done anyone any harm.
Right. They were probably, neighborly with.
They knew
they
them.
Had a nice connection with.
And in fact, Ella will fill you in how these were they were nice people. They never were any difficulty or problem. That she remembers their son, Michael. You knew that.
What was their son's name?
Michael, who became a sailor. So she's heard the same story you guys already heard, that he became a sailor.
Say, I'm not sure Illingsworth heard that he was a sailor or any of that stuff. Maybe,
So now you will. That Michael.
Right,
reason Michael hadn't been seen in a while is he'd become a sailor.
Yeah. So had he ever returned? Has anyone ever seen him since?
She'd seen him once or twice since, but he'd come back now and again. And remembers that around the time of the murder, he had come back.
Okay.
But she doesn't remember whether he was actually in Uppington at the time of the murders.
Okay.
She imagines the answer is no, Because if he was there, she remembers him as being strong and tough.
Right.
And she imagines if someone broke in and murdered his parents and he was there, they wouldn't have not have reached his parents. They would have had to go through him. And she's pretty convinced that no burglar was going to get through that.
Unless
she's not willing to entertain that fact.
I was going to say, like,
that's fair.
But
unwilling to even contemplate that idea.
Charles never saw Michael at all at any point in time before he went to the sheriff, as I'll put it.
That's as far as she knows, yes. That he did not, that Michael was not there. And she's convinced that that's why the murder happened. If Michael was present, the murderer would have had to cope with him. And she's convinced that these murders would not have happened because Michael would have kicked the shit out of whoever threatened his mom and dad.
Okay.
In fact, at one point she suggests that if that was true, Michael would have been hanged because he would have murdered anyone who tried to harm his parents.
Has there been anyone else about the area unknown to anyone in the area that may have been lurking around prior to their murders?
She has to think on for a bit, but remembers that Michael came back with another man who was also a sailor. At least she thought he was.
Mm-hmm. Does she remember what he looked like? Sorry.
Yeah.
Not there.
Yeah, well,
I thought you are there.
You are there.
You
were there. You're there?
Oh, I thought I was still like by the door.
No, you guys are having.
Yeah, we're all having this conversation.
Yeah, unless you were looking for a way to break, looking for a way to break into the murder house, I assumed you were here.
Yeah, we're
okay. Cool. Never mind. Here.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, unless you're circling around the murder house. Well, unless you're circling around the murder house looking for another way in. Because that's the only two things I can imagine you doing at this point.
Right. My guy's not willing to break into a house that's obviously been locked up by the law. So,
so either you're probably with Illingsworth talking to Ella, or you're examining the house looking for another way in.
You've been making comments, so I assumed you were here with me. So
I was making out of character comments. I was just vibing. But yeah, I can be here.
Okay, that's fine then.
If you're making out of character comments, don't use your accent.
Yeah. What she remembers is the other man. She never learn the other man's name.
Don't use a British accent unless you actually have one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would never.
He was slender. He had an intense gaze.
Older or younger than Michael?
Older, she thinks. Honestly, the description she's giving you could well fit Boyle.
Okay, that's
what I was assuming.
I say
slender,
I'm trying to
intense
get
gaze,
that,
thinning
get
hair.
That without...
Yeah.
Okay, thinning hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That could very well fit Mr. Boyle.
Or Graham.
He had hair, just thinning.
Right. And now it's definitely not. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she never learned the other man's name. She assumed because he came with Michael that he was also a sailor.
Gotcha.
Because who else would be with him when he left his ship but another sailor who was a friend of his?
Yeah.
But if you press it, she'll admit she doesn't actually know that. She just assumed that.
Oh, I wouldn't even. I don't know whether I would press that or not. In all honesty,
yeah, I feel like both me and Illingsworth are on the same page. Like, we know who that is.
Yeah.
She can also tell you that it was the sheriff who locked the place up.
Right.
And she doesn't.
I assumed as much.
She doesn't know why.
Okay.
That always sort of bugged her a bit because they removed the bodies. As far as she knows, they cleaned the place up. Eventually, you think that whoever had title to the property would make use of it or sell it or something, or tear the house down and rebuild. And yet the house has sat empty for a year, and the sheriff came by maybe a week after the crime and locked the place up.
Perhaps the sheriff is merely waiting on Michael to make up his mind on what he wants to do with.
That's kind of what she figured, that the property would pass to him.
Yeah.
But she wasn't sure whether Stanley's owned or rented.
I'm being kind of just polite and proper, or maybe slightly evasive. Like, who knows? Maybe it was hard for Michael to want to do anything or deal with this right now. So maybe in time he'll come around. Yeah,
that's what she assumed. That's why she's not concerned about it. That the property, they own the property, it would pass to him as their heir, and he's been either out of communication or unwilling to choose what to do with it, whether he wants to own it, sell it, whatever. And so the sheriff put a lockup saying basically, let's protect the contents from looters until the owner decides what to do with it. That's what she assumes has happened.
But I guess if she's willing to do a psychology check on me, she may pick up that I may know a little more than I'm leading on.
She does not care.
All right.
Yeah, no.
So fair.
Yeah, no. She's basically what you're watching here is simple. She's normalizing things that were abnormal. Right. Because otherwise she would have to deal with the fact that something horrific and abnormal happened next door.
Right.
Yeah.
It is easier to do this.
Yeah.
Normalize it.
Classic human condition.
Yep. You can also, if you want, go talk to the sheriff. But question, while you're here, do you want to try to find a way into the house? No, you'll have to go downtown.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's what I mean. I meant, is he in town?
This is the county seat, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Uppington is, okay.
Yeah. Uppington is Uppington is Lincolnshire County, essentially county seat. And so
why not?
Here you've got a town hall, which is actually the old guild hall. You've got an office for the Lord Mayor, an office for the sheriff and the undersheriff. Right. Whether there's anyone present at the moment is a different issue, but their offices are here.
Gotcha. Yeah, we can at least see whether he's here or not.
Yeah.
And then
but the question is, do you want to try to enter the house while you're here?
I mean, I do, but...
I might say, I'm definitely going to want to question the sheriff at this point in time and get some information out of him.
Okay. So...
split up.
Yeah, or... It's also going to be harder to enter the house unseen in the daytime.
Yeah. I know Illingsworth has no means to pick a lock or, I don't know. He's not going to break and enter.
Well, there might be another way in, a window, some such. But any kind of illicit entry is going to require some stealth, which is better done in the dark.
Yeah, but Illingsworth is way too clumsy to be stealthy.
Fair enough. Ms. Ambrose, I believe, is not. But I don't know whether you want to stick around long enough to do that.
He's not that clumsy, but
yeah, I don't think I want to fully go in illegally. I think I just want to do a little circle. I want to just do a little circle.
Well, then you can make a spot hidden roll by basically peering in the windows.
Yeah.
So much blood in every room, on every
It's all
surface.
covered in blood.
Raspberry jab.
No, it's blood.
It's orange syrup.
Blood?
And red food coloring.
Mm-hmm.
Hard success.
Ooh. Did you mark it?
The thing
is already marked.
The place has been cleaned up.
Oh, it's already marked.
So there's nothing... The first pass, there's nothing unusual here. The furniture some of it has been reset. Where the murder took place appears to be the downstairs, the living/dining room area. Because the one table that was clearly damaged in the assault is still damaged. The tools for the fireplace were knocked over, and no one reset them. In other words, they picked up the bodies, they scrubbed up much of the blood, but they didn't do anything with the damage to the furniture. And that's with the hard success, you'll notice something. There's what appears to be something either scratched or written on the mantle. With a hard success, although you can't read it from this angle, but there's definitely, it's either been written on, like there's and it's crude. It's not the kind of thing that came with the fireplace.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
except you're going to need to get closer in order to read it if you wish. So there is clearly something worth seeing inside.
Yes. Once we get the okay, I'm going to that fireplace.
Well, no, so now I don't know. I probably could have waited for her to like, or even I don't know. Yeah, I definitely would at least waited for her.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be like hours or something. Just gonna
right. So now we can go to the sheriff and
peeping Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah, if she wants to bring it up to the sheriff, she can. Or if she brings it up to Illingsworth, he might say that might be something to suggest to the sheriff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
the sheriff is part of the cover up.
I know, but
I know I don't trust anybody, but
I feel like I got to be proper English, and you gotta be nice and proper and go about the right channels.
Gotta break the law and call it
yes,
Cthulhu.
well.
I know, but we're English.
We're
Brits right now.
But we're
Brits right now.
Yep.
They're always always
so you guys are going to do that.
proper.
Now, meantime, back in Thistleton, you guys are basically keeping vigil at Mr. Salt's room.
I'm in the room with Salt.
Yeah,
reading
Baker's
to
outside.
him or whatever.
Salt is resting.
I can do, or let him sleep. You know.
Yep.
Windows open, nice air's coming in breezy.
Yep. Which means you can also hear outside.
Yeah.
The crowd assembled. People are talking. Needless to say, it's a carnival atmosphere outside. So more and more entertainers have arrived, barkers, people who are apparently eager to lose a lot of money on a certain very easy bet. They're happy to lose their money to you. You know, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the footmen of the various nobles who've arrived are busy running those guys out of town as rapidly as they can. I mean, this is supposed to be about honest gambling, not these idiots. So they're making a point of chasing them away whenever possible.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yep. So, in other words, things seem relatively quiet. There's apparently not to be any match today, although you will hear that they're scheduling more matches tomorrow. Okay,
well, they know where to find me. I'm going to probably have to say no to them, unless Salt is better, and I think he can get up and be around.
Yeah, well, no one has asked you in any case.
That's okay.
So, yeah, probably just as well in that regard.
Yeah.
Not that you'd, I think, wanted to anyways.
No, I was fine with doing that kind of thing, but I got to keep an eye on Salt.
Doctor.
He was punched by a god.
Yep.
Doctor.
Oh, Salt, you're around. Yes. What do you need? Anything I can provide you.
What? Can I trouble you for some water, sir?
Of course. I'll pour him some water, glass of water, make sure that he can get his head up enough to drink it.
Yeah, can I sit up a little bit?
Yep.
Just sort of testing as I
Careful, I'm going to shove a pillow behind him.
Yeah, it's best if you sit up, prop yourself up with pillows.
Make sure he's propped up and comfortable. Yes, you can sit up a little, Salt.
Thank you, Doctor.
As long as you've got some support.
Yeah, and while that's going on, sorry, go ahead. No, finish what you're saying.
I appreciate everything you've done for me, Doctor. This is far too much kindness on my account.
Oh, not at all. You're a good worker, Salt. I'd hate to lose you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Baker, you're still outside, right?
I am. But you can totally see me in the doorway.
Yeah,
the door's
you
closed.
Haven't gone far.
That door's closed.
Yeah. So if you ever open it, you will see him outside.
Yeah, okay. I've been keeping the door closed.
I would actually ask, sir, may I speak to Mr. Baker if it's not too much trouble?
What? Of course. Anything, Salt. Anything. I go to the door and I fling it open. I say, Baker, get in here.
I'm like right at the door.
I know. Well, I don't know. Baker, get in here.
He's very close when you go yell at him like that.
Yeah.
Hopefully he has a chair.
This is probably a whole small suite. There's a couch. There's probably chairs. There's all kinds of stuff. Oh, you mean out in the hall?
Yeah, I've been out in the hall.
I don't think he had a chair in the hallway.
Yeah, no, he's just been pacing or sitting on the floor. Inside, there's a couch and a reading chair.
Yeah, I've been sleeping on the couch.
You got a bed, a couch, and a reading chair.
There's blankets on the bed.
So you basically got 3 pieces of furniture to sit on.
I closed the door once he's in.
Baker tepidly walks in, hat in hand.
Oh!
I closed the door. I glared back at Baker's head.
I can totally sense the daggers.
Oh yeah. Listen, if they were any closer, any sharper, you'd actually be bleeding right now.
Not in a good mood.
If he could kill you with his brain, you'd be dead.
Mr. Salt would like to speak to you. For some reason.
Baker steps towards Salt's bed and immediately just is like, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Salt. I never meant for you to get in harm's way or be hurt. I am so sorry. What can I do?"
Mr. Baker, I understand. I wanted to know how you were doing.
I am okay, but I'm furthest from the harm's way. How are you?
I'm getting better. I'm a big guy. I can take a beating. I'll be fine. But I worry that thing seemed to have an effect on you, sir. I don't mean to bear you any distrust.
I do.
No.
I say that from back in the room, from by the door. I'm still standing by the door.
I gesture toward the doctor. I can't speak for the good doctor. But it seems we're in something. And we need each other. Before the end of this, I feel we're likely going to be put in a similar position as we were the other day. And when that happens, I want you to know I still trust you. I know you'll make the right call.
That means the world to me.
Mistakes happen, sir.
Perhaps you could answer me a question.
And Doctor, I know it will take eons to earn any kind of trust.
I just need the answer to a question, Baker. Why did you do that? Why did you intone some ritual? It wasn't a mistake. It wasn't an accident. You bled yourself on a tree and then quoted Latin in order to draw up something from the bog. Why? That question must be answered to my satisfaction before I will ever trust you again.
I was only copying what Boyle had showed me earlier.
Why?
To show you guys. I had no idea that it would attack you. I thought it would be docile like it was before.
At this point, I would like to put my hand on Mr. Baker's arm. If that's all right.
Okay.
If that's all right, you don't have to ask consent. It's 1811. Men do what they want to do. We're a bunch of bitches. We're terrible people.
Mr. Baker, would you please pass me my pack? And I point to the corner of the room where it was likely thrown off to the side.
All your clothes have been laundered, but that was wherever I ended up putting it. Yeah.
I quickly go and get it and bring it to the bed.
Okay. I reach in, feeling around. Kevin, is the dagger still there?
I don't believe anyone's moved it.
It shouldn't be. Okay. Nobody's been in the pack.
Yeah, no one took anything out of it, so I think it's still there.
The gunpowder's still there, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I take out the dagger and the gunpowder. I hand the gunpowder to the...
Oh, thank you. I forgot all about that. Yeah.
I wouldn't dare leave it, sir. I know how much it means to you.
Perhaps I'll have a chance to use it on that damn temple.
And I take the golden dagger. Well, I take the wrapped bundle of the dagger, and I just hold it to my chest and breathe a little sigh of relief that it's still there. And I look at Baker, and I just say, I know what it means to lose yourself, sir. I know what it means to not have answers, to want to prove something. Trust me when I say it's a strange, big world out there, and we're not going to be able to turn over every rock, find every answer. And the revelations we do find are as important as the ones we leave to the mystery.
It seems like... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I didn't know what to say, so I was just going to leave it.
Okay, which makes a dramatically appropriate moment for someone to knock on the door.
I'm right by the door. I'll unlatch it and pull it open. More slowly this time.
Yep. Outside are two men. One you recognize. One is Pierce Egan, writer.
Mm-hmm.
The other you do not.
Ah, Mr. Egan.
It's a young man, well dressed. Doctor, may I introduce you to this? And he stops for a moment, like he's not sure if you know him. You know Mr. Thomas Belcher?
No, I don't believe so. I do.
Well, this is Mr. Thomas Belcher. He extends a hand.
I'll shake his hand.
I
Fletcher
see
Payne, Dr. Fletcher Payne.
You're busy, I see.
Let's take this into the corridor. How about Baker? Are you finished?
I look at Baker, I look at Salt, and I tip my hat or tip my head, and we'll leave the room if he's okay with that.
He nodded, so yeah.
Yeah, I pulled the door closed once we're all out in the corridor.
Yep. As I
don't
know
Mr.
if you...
Baker.
Nice to meet you, sir. I don't know if you gentlemen had heard or if you'd been out, but Mr. Belcher has brought us some tragic but not unexpected news.
What of?
His elder brother, James, quite the champion, passed last month in London.
Wait.
I'd heard that was true, but I'd heard the story, but I'd prayed that it was mere happenstance, mere talk, not reality. But no, I'm afraid James Belcher is dead and gone.
He was a champion, you say?
Yeah, he was, yes. Those of you who follow boxing will recognize his name. He was a champion boxer. Those of you who don't, never heard of him.
Right, that's me.
Yeah. So if Mr. Baker stuck around, if you would have heard of James Belcher.
Yeah. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Yeah. Thank you. Thomas is also a master of the art of pugilism, as his brother was. But he told me some things that I felt the need to share with Sir George, who told me that he had an experience of his own.
I'm going to actually glance at Baker. Could you elucidate on that experience?
Thomas looks around him as if to make sure no one else is listening. Yeah. Well, my brother had always been quite the fighter. But in the last few months, he'd claimed that he had discovered something that even Captain Gordon or Jack Johnson had never found. He's referring now. You have no idea what he's mentioning there. Those of you who know, he's referencing texts on boxing.
I'm assuming it's just other boxers. Is what I'm assuming.
You'd be correct. He is.
Yeah.
A text. Well, I don't know what it was, but I found it among his things, and I brought it with me. And I showed it to Sir George, as I thought it might interest him to see it. And he seemed most put off by it.
Do you have this text?
Disturbed, even. Yes.
I kind of just hold out my hand, might I?
And Egan nods to him like, yeah, show it to him, please. Now, Baker, are you still here?
Yeah, Baker was
yes, I'm still here.
Okay. What he does is he takes out a little book. It's little, like an octavo size little handbook. It has no title on the cover. It's bound in some kind of deep red leather. And inside the text, the inside cover reads Instructions of Mars Nodens.
I look disturbed too then. Very, obviously. I suck at hiding my feelings. So I'm like...
I'm sorry. I missed something.
I show it to him.
Instructions of Mars Nodens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mars Noden. Oh.
That's what Baker does. Oh, I go pale, and I'm like... I close it, and then I open it again.
You can't escape the mythos. It's all the moment you hear it.
How long a book is this? Is this like hundreds of pages, or is it like 50 pages?
It's about 60 pages.
Does it seem really old, or is it fairly new? I mean, is it printed, or is it a manuscript?
It's printed.
Okay.
It's printed and bound. According to the information on the inside, once you flip, so on the first page is Instructions of Mars Nodens. And then if you flip the page, translated by C. Orleanus.
What's that mean in Latin? Orleanus. Is that a Latin term?
Probably a name. No, that's probably a name.
I thought it was just a last name.
Yeah, no, it's and Orleanus Golden. It's probably a pseudonym.
Golden.
In other words,
is that what it means?
In other words, it's translated by. In other words, it's a pseudonym for the author or the translator.
Is there a date?
So whoever translated, on the title page, C. Orleanus,
right?
Butterman and Sons, London, 1741.
So it's 80 years old. 70 years old.
According to this, that's the publication date on it.
Right, but this isn't like an ancient script. This is 1741. Was not that long. All right, I'm going to flip through it. I mean, I'm just going to take my thumb and are there illustrations?
Well, first off, the inside the next page is a dedication that says C. Orleanus dedicates this offering to Mars Nodens in gratitude.
Okay.
And then below that, all this too. The number 60, the number 63.
Number 63 is underneath that dedication.
Underneath that dedication.
Is that like a number? It's a numbered book series, right? I mean, there's like
I was going to say, if you're familiar,
number 60. This is 63 out of whatever, however many were printed.
Exactly. This is a limited edition.
Okay. Probably 100.
Because that's what I was going to ask. Does your character know anything about book printing? The answer is yes, clearly. Well, you knew that, so
I knew a little bit. That's my guess.
Your character, you own some books like that. That are printed in limited sets. Yeah. So this particular edition was printed in a limited run, of which this is number 63.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Number 63 of what? 100?
Don't know.
500?
Don't know.
And then
it might be possible to find out if the publisher is still in business.
Yeah, Butterman. That sounds familiar. For some
Butterman and Sons.
Has that been mentioned?
Listed here.
Is it London?
Butterman and Sons, London.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that name that Butterman and Sons has been We've heard this name before, and I can't remember from where.
I think they've turned up as a publisher of some other occult texts as well.
Okay.
We might have heard about the book dealer.
Lane.
Yeah.
It might have been the book dealer.
Yes,
in
he dealt with them.
Cambridge.
Yeah.
Cambridge, yeah.
Especially if it's the same one on Gunsmith Lane in London.
I can't recall. I know Butterman and Son sounds so familiar, though.
Yeah, I believe you heard that name dealing with the book dealer because he dealt with them. He'd acquired some books from them.
What are we dealing with here? Are they illustrations?
And then inside are what are clearly some graphs and illustrations that borrow very heavily from what you've already seen.
I'm showing Baker.
Along with commentary.
I'm not reading this shit, dude. No way.
Yeah. In other words, this is basically a digest version of what you saw on the wall.
I hand it straight up to Baker. He examined that shit closer than I did, so.
Yeah.
I'm picturing like some of those like little pocket New Testament Bibles.
No, it's not that small. It's an octavo.
A little bigger than that.
But it's like
so it's probably about 8 inches in height. And about 4.5 or 5 in width.
Still small, not quite that small, but
not
yeah,
quite that
I
small.
gotcha though.
It fit it given it that it's thin and that small.
In your pocket.
Given the coats of the era, it would fit in your coat pocket.
Right, but I am definitely thinking of something that fits in your pocket. So yeah.
Well, it is designed to fit in your pocket. It just fits in a coat pocket, not a modern pants pocket.
I handed it off to Baker so he can look at it because he's more familiar with the shit. And I turned to Mr. Belcher and I'm saying, do you know where he got this?
I don't. I found it among his things with this.
I'm sorry, how did he die?
I wasn't present. The doctor said that it was damage done in his bouts.
Ah, yes, of course.
And what he shows you is a handwritten note.
Okay.
In a shaky hand is written, Tom, burn this.
Oh, that's
Jay.
great advice.
It was my brother's, though, so I didn't bring myself to do it. You seem to think I should have.
Well, it is possibly good advice, but it also might help us. Not in pugilism, but to learn a few things. There's some strange things happening around here. Sir George was involved, and I'm not sure what else to say.
I was among his things, and it had that note in it, and that struck me, and so I mentioned it to some friends who said that I should bring it to the attention of Sir George, that he would know.
Oh, you did the right thing.
So I was coming anyway. Sir George had asked me to come, and I may be talked into an exhibition on Wednesday, perhaps.
Oh, we think a young pugilist named Michael is using the same techniques. But you're not going against a man named Michael, are you?
I have no idea, to be honest.
He said Tuesday. He was an exhibition.
Wednesday, he said.
Wednesday, thank you, sorry.
Wednesday.
While you're chatting, Baker's just been leafing through the book.
Excellent.
Totally what I wanted try to see. Can I is there an investigation I can do on this? Or what skill would that be?
You probably should have to read it.
You can there's 2 ways to go about this. One is a brawling roll to understand what's being taught here. The other is a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Oh god.
Your choice.
Oh my god.
Fighting brawl roll, you say?
No.
You want to go that route?
Yeah. He cuts himself then after that, and then he puts it on the wall, and he starts chanting. I run away. Fuck this.
No. Hopefully not.
Next time I run.
Probably a good idea.
Would have been a good idea the first time. I got caught off guard.
Also true.
That's just a regular success.
Okay, these are the techniques you've seen before. And what's happened here is this Aurelianus guy cut them down to make it easier to begin. But this is a gateway. In other words, to start on this is to get to where you already are, more and more, deeper and deeper into it.
It didn't say like volume 1 or anything, right? Okay, thank God. At least there's that.
But if you knew
what
you know, if knowing what you know now, this would be a good start. As in, you would finish this book and then go seek more of this knowledge.
I think we should dynamite that fucking temple. Okay.
Because these are useful techniques. They work. You know that. By the way, someone's probably going to want to take the book from him.
From who? From Baker?
From Baker. He's not giving it back.
Oh. Okay. I grabbed the end of the book with one hand, like you know how a book opens like this, and I grab it right there between the pages. With one hand,
you're gonna want to make.
And I'm gonna slap his fucking hand with the other if I can.
You're slapping my hand?
Yes, I'm slapping your hand.
That's the dex roll.
I have to make a dex roll.
Oh yeah, because he's not giving it to you willingly.
My dex is not great.
Oh.
Baker's like, you're starting to read it. You're right there in the corridor in front of us.
You've already been face to face with Nodens. You're not giving this book back.
32 is a regular success is all. Can I just snatch it from him?
Well, it's a regular against...
How'd you do on dex?
On my dex?
Reach doing a dex? It's dex versus dex.
Exactly.
Okay.
Damn it. Yeah, regular success.
Oh, I absolutely failed that.
Oh, thank God.
Hey!
Just rip it out of his hand. Just whip it out of his hand.
He's busy reading it, and you just grab it before he notices what you're doing.
Slam it shut, and it's into my jacket pocket.
Okay.
Does he do anything at that abrupt?
That's actually an excellent question.
Yeah.
How does Mr. Baker feel about having the book grabbed away from
him? If I was like in a daze, like reading it, and the book just got pulled out, I think it would actually take a few seconds, and I kind of like flutter my eyes and like shake my head.
Okay.
And be like, what just happened?
Yeah, like you were startled or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just gone away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Egan is looking at you.
May I keep this, sir?
And Belcher says, at least for the present.
Of course.
I've been concerned about it.
Have you read it?
Mr. Egan trusts you. I have.
Oh. Okay. I mean, all right.
And I feel like there's more to be known.
Well, we're in the fear that there's a cult to some strange Roman god based on a Celtic god that is up to some terrible purpose, and this book seems to be related to them.
Oh,
my character's honest. I just tell people shit like this.
So honest.
Yeah. While that's taking place, of course. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish what you're going to say.
I was just. I give them a weird. I give them a weird look as they're explaining things. I'm like, why are you saying this?
You give me a weird look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not paying much attention to him at the moment. I'm just kind of
back in Uppington. Okay. So you're, as you guys, give each other the eyeball there. You two go to visit the sheriff's office. Mm-hmm. And in fact, you will find Sheriff Brooke. Well, actually, no, you won't find Brooke. He's still down at Rutland. You will find the undersheriff.
Cosmo Kreiner.
Actually, we don't know his name at the present. But there's someone there who isn't Brooke, so it's probably the undersheriff who's minding the office at the moment. He is smoking a pipe. He is reading a copy of the Newgate calendar when you come in. So he's reading True Crime magazine.
The Newgate calendar is a true...
Love it.
Yeah, the Newgate calendar is a magazine about true crimes. Named for Newgate,
Incredible.
Where executions take place. So it's almost always stories of crime and punishment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he's reading true crime stories.
That is so awful.
Great.
This is Regency era true crime podcast brain rot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before all those true crime podcasts, before all the detective shows, there was the Newgate calendar.
Mm-hmm.
It is proof that humans have, for as long as there have been ability to print them, humans have loved stories about crime.
That's a great name for a magazine, actually.
Yeah, and it's named for Newgate Prison, which is where most executions took place.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the stories end with the criminal making a speech and then being hanged. Usually in the speech, of course, explaining why crime doesn't pay.
True crime.
Oh, well, the thing is, most of these stories are pretty true. The ones that aren't in it are the ones who didn't get caught.
It's embellished considerably, I'm betting.
It's sort. A lot of them
the speeches at the end.
Oh, the speeches are very much. A lot of the stories of the crime itself is pretty accurate. The idea that the criminal makes a speech begging you not to be a criminal, that part tends to be fictional.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah. But a lot of the stories of the actual crime and escapes and capture and all that sort of stuff, much of that's quite true.
I imagine there should be some stories that end like with a Scooby-Doo ending, and I would have got away with it too if it weren't for these pesky kids.
You get unfortunately a few of those. He will put it down and take his feet off the desk and ask you what he can do for you this afternoon, setting the pipe aside.
Yes, we wish to discuss about the house on Orchard Lane, is it?
Oh, the murder house, you mean?
Well, yes, if you want to be direct about it.
Well, it's the only murders we've had in Upland in a generation, so yes, I will. We don't get this waving the magazine at you. Like in London, there's practically a murder every week.
Yes, quite right.
He may actually be underplaying the number of murders.
Right. Like to say, I'm like, yeah.
Maybe more than that.
I've lived in London long enough at times. I know already, I'm sure.
Well, just as well then.
Yeah.
I mean, most of what we get around here are purse snatchers, drunkards, Sabbath breakers, and those who use promiscuous behaviors and languages. And that, by the way, with all of the scorn he can muster for his job.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Because apparently most of his job consists of arresting people for things like getting it on in public, or urinating in public, or swearing. In other words, this is not the exciting job he expected it was going to be.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah, he wants to be a detective and solve crimes. What he actually does for a living is mostly round up drugs.
Yeah, he's... I forget what, yeah.
Disappointed in his career choice?
Well, I'm trying to think of
that's the word you're looking for.
A current term or whatever, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's go with disappointed in his career choice and leave it at that.
Yeah. He's dealing with petty disputes or whatever, and he wants more.
Yeah. Like real crimes, not people getting drunk and falling asleep in the street.
Right.
Well, perhaps we have some good news
then? Well then. The flourish. Tell me.
We've been asked to investigate said murder house.
Oh. That's hardly... I mean, it's done, and there's, I suppose, not much to be done about it at this point. I mean, you don't suppose...
Well, we don't have a culprit, do we?
Well, no. I mean, whoever did it is clearly long gone. If they had any sense, anyway.
Traces.
Yes, surely if they had any sense, they would be.
May I ask, who are you?
Yes, I am Edgar Illingsworth. We're here at the word of whatever word. I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now.
Sir George.
Sir George.
Sir George.
Yeah, name drop.
Name drop.
Yeah, I definitely want to name drop a knight for sure. Like, Sir George asked us to do this, so we're doing this.
He's a baronet, not a knight.
Yeah.
So technically he outranks a knight.
Well, he's been knighted. Is what I'm getting at. So
no. Sir is also the honorific given to a baronet.
Okay.
It's a rank above knighthood, but it acts.
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's a life peerage that it doesn't inherit, but he ranks above a knight.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So it's like being a knight, but better.
Yeah. So I definitely name dropped the fact that he asked us to look into this.
Well, in that case, then I will be pleased to help you.
Would you happen to have a? Would you happen to have a key?
Somewhere here. He begins digging through the drawers, and then yells for someone named George. Apparently, George is the other under sheriff, and this gentleman, Morris. Apparently, we never did catch his name.
Oh yeah.
Morris, tells George to mind the shop, that he is going to the murder house with these fine folks and to help them investigate.
Yay!
And so George can keep an eye on things here. He then will spend several minutes hunting through keys until he finds the one he's convinced is correct and takes that with him. In other words, he's coming with you.
Yay!
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, this sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Long story short, then, you're going to be able to get inside the house this way. And while most of it has been cleaned up, you know what you're looking for there. It's what's written over the what do you call it?
The mantle?
Yeah.
Mantle?
Michael was here.
Yeah. No. This one reads Deo Marti Notoni Aurelius. Pinus Sigillium.
Do any of you speak Latin or read Latin? I do not.
No.
I do.
Neither of them. Nobody here reads Latin. You could write it down, though.
Nobody.
Only one line.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll write it down letter for letter.
Yeah. And once you do get a chance...
I think. Yeah, I think Dr. Payne can speak Latin, or at least can read Latin.
Yes.
Yeah.
My understanding.
And when you get translated, the rough translation is to the god Mars Nodens. Aurelius set this inscription. That's the same name, Aurelius.
Aurelianus? Yeah. Aurelianus was
could
the name
the same
of the book,
name.
Right? Okay.
It could be a variant spelling of the same name.
Well, you said it was a pseudonym or whatever. Or
if not the author, then
but with like
it's
the same
spelled
letters?
differently, but it's within the tolerance that suggests that it could be two variant spellings of the same name.
Oh.
Remember, dictionaries have barely become a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Ben Johnson's was the first one, wasn't it? Back in... Wait,
1750s.
that was during the Regency.
Well, 1750s.
Oh, was it 1750s?
Originally.
Okay.
The earliest one, 1750s, but George Merriam is like 1824.
He's not around. So
yeah, it hasn't happened
Ben
yet.
Johnson's was the first, and that was only freaking 60 years ago.
Yeah. So spelling is still it's still the Wild West of spelling.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's what in other words, this is like the ones you saw in the temple. This is a votive inscription to Mars Nodens. It was done with something relatively blunt. And what Under Sheriff Morris is looking at it more closely now, he's convinced that this was done with something like a dinner knife. Because it's broad and blunt. And turns out he actually is a good investigator. Because he goes to the kitchen, gets some of the flatware, and holds up a knife to the inscription. In all fairness, he'll admit later he remembers they found a knife on the floor nearby.
All bent up or whatever or something. Because I'm sure if someone used a dinner knife to try to scratch something in the
the
that's
knife
going to be all mangled at some point in time.
The knife is not as mangled as you would think.
Okay.
Which is to say, whoever did this held it near the point.
Okay. There's that. But part of me is like, I feel like there's got to be a lot of lead or something in
whoever did it probably held it because the knife in question is bent slightly, which means one, whoever did it held it near the point, And two, something that the Under Sheriff Morris will point out. You know how strong your fingers have to be to do that?
Oh yeah.
Monster.
That didn't surprise anyone, given the strength of the beating that killed these two people. In other words, the fact that the murderer was strong, that part didn't surprise anybody.
Right.
Boyle, definitely fucking Boyle.
He is willing to admit that the murderer didn't take anything, as far as they knew, which has always bothered him. Because why would you do this
for a burglary?
Yeah, why would you do this and not take anything?
Not weird for a murder.
Yeah,
did they
that's
have
the point.
any...
What motive for murder if not robbery?
Did they have any disputes with anyone in the area?
That's the point.
Like that was public knowledge?
He was unaware of any of that. In other words, these seemed like decent people. So the only real legitimate motive he could imagine for murder was robbery. Like, why would you murder two people and not loot their home?
Because the neighbors showed up.
Pull Illingsworth away a little bit as we're investigating.
Sure.
Yeah. All right.
It was obviously not robbery, right? We're on the same page about this one.
Yes.
Yeah, and Morris believes that too, that it was not robbery.
I worry.
I do beg your pardon, sir. I do not want to suggest you guys did not do your job, but how well did you search this house?
Come on.
You know, sir, when you say that, I feel like the first part of that was less than sincere.
Really, what I want to know is how well do you think you searched this house? And should we go about it again?
The sheriff did a fine job of searching, and I helped him in that matter. He found the knife here.
Okay.
Which is how I knew, that's where he'll admit it, how I knew this was done with a bread knife. By which he means what we would call a butter knife.
Yeah. No, I get that part. I guess, okay. I don't know if in this time period people would like to keep diaries or not.
Some did.
So a
lot of people did.
Okay. So, yes. Did you find any writings of daily occurrences with the residents of the house?
No. Now, the elder Mr. Stanley, he kept a book when he went to sea, but he never kept it back here. So it ends years before this. He was a sailor in his day, too. So were his sons. You knew that, or at least Ambrose did, that the Stanleys had two sons, one of whom never came home. And the assumption was that he was lost at sea. Both of them were sailors like their father.
Trying not to feel like I'm using too much player information, I guess, in a way, but I'm trying to find a way in game to draw connections, if the family had some sort of disputes with Michael and Boyle, all preceding to all of this.
That's not
I don't know. Yeah,
just do it, Aaron.
Okay.
If you can think of something, you can just do it.
No, but that's the thing. That's
okay. So my theory and what I was kind of pulling you away for, is I am worried that it was some kind of sacrifice to Nodens. Oh, goodbye.
He's sorry. So mad at me.
Oh
my God.
You've seen the dedicatory inscriptions at the temple. This one reads like a dedicatory inscription.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, yeah, actually.
Because they all gave something to Nodens and then got something in return.
Yeah, what they got in return was
I'm just saying.
None of the others you saw were human sacrifices. They were objects.
I know.
But still, the pattern...
But this one could be.
Yeah.
What about...
the pattern is there. that you leave something, a dedication plus an object left for the god. The pattern fails because the other objects were objects, not people.
But even the inscription, is it written in a way that we've seen before?
Oh, it's a dedicatory inscription, same as the ones you saw on the walls of the temple.
I'm kind of saying like a handwriting forensic sort of thing.
Never seen this handwriting before.
Yeah, I'm okay.
But you've never seen Boyle or Michael write.
It's a great question.
Right.
And two, this was done with a knife, not a pen. So them writing with a pen might look different.
Right, but I think what Aaron's getting at is...
But yeah, it's a good question.
One of those guys from 1,000 years ago, or however long, fucking do this? Is that what you're getting at, Aaron?
I'm just trying to... like I said, I'm trying to get Boyle or Michael pinned to the scene of the crime somehow. And if there's some way, just the way they write an N or something that might be similar... but like you said, I don't know yet. So
if you would need a sample of their writing, test that again.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we would have a bedroom or something of Michael's. Yeah. Upstairs, maybe.
Yeah, there are two smaller rooms upstairs where the boys stayed.
I do want to kind of go through this house at this point in time with a fine tooth comb if I can help it.
Willing to let you take a look.
Yeah.
And you can each make yourself a spot hidden roll. See if there's anything else worth seeing.
Yeah. Time to burn some luck.
Let's do it.
Oh, I haven't even grabbed my dice yet. All right.
Oh, I grabbed my dice earlier. I failed.
Okay, so nothing. You'll find nothing more. I mean, they did go through the place. Elder dice.
Yeah, I failed too.
Okay, so yeah, there's nothing else to be... You're pretty sure that the sheriff and company did go through the place, and there's nothing else to be seen here. As far as you know, Michael stayed here at around that time. There is one thing that is potentially evident, though, that it does appear that the upstairs room with both beds was used.
Okay. So we know that was their room.
Well, that means that, remember what Miss King told you, was that Boyle was here with it. When the man answering Boyle's description was here. So it's possible that he stayed here and Mr. Boyle did too.
Yeah. They were both here together at the same time.
Yeah. So there's no evidence as to who stayed, just the idea that both beds were in use.
Yeah, say two men stayed up where Michael usually slept.
Yeah.
One we could safely say was probably Michael, and whoever was traveling with Michael at the time
and Miss King
was matching the description of Boyle. So
while there's no evidence here that connects that, put it together with what you learned from Mrs. King, and it suggests that Mr. Boyle also stayed here.
Yeah.
But they left nothing behind. Now, of course, you also know where they're staying at present.
Yeah.
If at some point you want to confront them. Before
that
Saturday.
Like a really bad idea. Yeah.
I'd say at least before Saturday.
Well, I was looking up at Annie and say, part of me was like, I don't think I'm going to confront him with my fists at all.
That's also probably wise. On the other hand, unless you can link them definitively to this,
I know it would
shooting people is kind of frowned on by the law.
Yeah,
we will wear domino masks and long French high women's coats.
Yeah, that'll work.
And tri-corner hats. Nobody rich wears those.
Yeah. Anyways, anything else to be done at Uppington, or are you guys heading back to Thistleton?
Yeah, I think we'll head back to Thistleton with what we found.
Okay. And when you get back, of course, you'll be able to learn what the Latin means. And now confirm that was a dedicatory inscription.
I want to info dump to these guys what happened to us. I'm going to also make sure Salt gets a glimpse of the book, but if he goes into this weird fugue state like Baker did, I'm not going
to look.
Say what?
I will look at it, but I'm not going to read it.
Okay. Yeah, just to show him what we found.
See the title page confirm the same thing.
Yes, I'm letting Baker in the room if he wants to come in the room.
Yep.
Obviously not pleased, but
and you guys can also share. You guys can also share what else you know when you get back. When they get back.
Right.
Yeah. Do we all coalesce?
Yeah, we can all meet in my room and
and someone will bring up dinner.
Can Miss Ambrose come in? Would that be inappropriate?
I have to wait outside.
I don't know.
Remember, what's inappropriate is for an unmarried man to be in the room with a woman alone.
Oh, good. Okay, so if we're on a group, we're sitting on the couch, someone's in the chair, he's on the bed.
A group of people. That's just potentially weird, but not. It won't affect your honor, or your reputation. It might affect hers by hanging out with a group of men.
If we don't make it
in case anybody cares.
I suggest we need to tell Sir George everything that the two of them have learned, and all of the ideas that they had about it being Michael and Boyle that they were there around the times of the murder.
You said there was another inscription on the mantle.
Yes, it was written in Latin. I wrote it down here. Hand the paper over.
You can read it easily.
Translation. It matches the name in the book, at least close enough.
Yeah,
which we think is Boyle.
So it's possible either that the person who did the book did that, or whoever did that is using the same alias. In fact, maybe they even got their alias from the book.
It's Boyle.
It seems a reoccurring theme: the sacrifice, the dedication to Nodens.
Yeah.
We mused, I believe, that this isn't just about fine. There's something deeper here.
You keep saying that, Salt.
Is it possible they're gearing up for a larger dedication?
This would be the place to do it if they worship fighting, or fighting is a way of worship.
A world championship, as it were. Yeah, I mean, if you the biggest fight ever, if you believe that sort of thing.
Yes. Who was fighting?
There are plenty of people who are concerned that if Molyneux wins, it will mean a blow to British reputation and virility.
The American versus
tensions are heating up between England and the United States. Imagine how that's going to go if the American beats the Brit.
Yes, those
straight up one-on-one.
So impertinent.
Yep. Keep in mind, we're less than a year away from a war.
War of 1812. Yeah, it started heating up over there.
That's the point. There's already been tension.
They keep poking us. They keep poking us.
There's a lot of while America doesn't seem to care as much. There's a hell of a lot of English pride on the line here.
Oh, about the fight? America doesn't seem to care about the fight. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Americans don't seem to care. A lot of Britons really do.
Or don't even know.
Yeah, many Americans apparently either don't know or don't care. In England, the idea that the American could beat their man is practically a national crisis.
I'm also going to point out that Baker was looking through this book and kind of got lost in it.
It seems to affect the mind. It taps into something. It's hard to explain.
Wait, so you don't know anything about demolitions, do you?
Check my sheet.
Please tell me. Put points of demolition. It's probably not. You probably have it.
We don't have demolitions.
You can add it to the bottom. It's one of those skills that are like.
Unless you're a fan of Guy Fawkes, it's unlikely.
Well, you never know.
I don't have any at the moment.
I don't know like his past. I don't know everything about Salt and everything he's gone through. You know what I mean? Like so.
Yeah. Also keep in mind, please, large explosions like that require a ton of gunpowder, which is how Guy Fawkes got noticed.
I have a pound already. I'm sure we can whip up some more.
You need barrel to destroy a structure.
I got a barrel, but it's back home.
I mean, Guy Fawkes in part got noticed wheeling barrels of gunpowder around.
Yeah, I've been filling that barrel
up. Hey, dude, where you going with that barrel?
I've been filling that barrel up since we met the king. I got like a barrel, and I got like 3 barrels in my basement, just in case.
Yeah, you need a lot.
Wasn't Sir George doing some excavating in the church that he thought was the temple?
He was. He was not using blasting powder.
No, not gunpowder.
It's not related to that, I don't think, Kevin. That he brings.
Yeah, no, he was using.
Do you know anything about demolitions? And Salt just gives me a little shake of the head, and I look terribly disappointed. And then he goes on to, they're doing some.
But there might be an expert in the area, is what I'm saying.
Oh, we could ask Sir George. I would love to blow that temple up, to be quite honest, and burn that little tree down. Hate that little tree. Hate it so much.
It seems like their prerogative is to spread this information, these moves, this text as far as they can. Perhaps cutting that off will stunt whatever machinations. I'm using too many big words. I've been hitting the laudanum too hard.
Yeah, I've probably been keeping you either half drunk or drugged to help you with the pain, because it's probably been very intense.
Apparently, when you're high, you use bigger words. Okay.
Incredible.
I totally do.
Wish that were me.
You need to use Graham. You need to use them wrong, though. You know what I mean? Like giant words, but it totally means the wrong thing.
I've just been tearing out pages from a book and eating it like a goat and getting smarter.
Oh God. Yes, but what do we do about it? We don't even know what it actually involves. I know what we should do. Baker, you're a friend of Boyle's.
Yes.
Why don't you talk to him and find out? Tell him, is all of this leading to something greater? And get his secrets. Now, if he's the man that murdered those people, he is immensely strong. Probably much like Michael. So he can't just fight him.
Not more so. Yeah.
Indeed. But he considers you an ally, doesn't he?
Yes, he has.
But you're not.
He's shown me.
Correct?
No.
Psychology.
You sure about that?
I'm doing a psychology check on that.
Are you sure about that?
Ooh. Regular success, 29 out of 57.
Yeah. Are you sure about that?
He doesn't seem sure, does he?
I'm not sure he's even aware of it.
Ooh,
do I notice that he seems unsure with that?
Well, you're
that
noticing
regular
it. He's
success?
not. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You're noticing it. He's not.
You don't seem certain, Baker.
I'm not. Why?
Oh, maybe not. Once he says so.
I'm listening. We're listening.
I don't know what I have to say to convince you that I'm not a double agent. I don't understand. I've only met the guy twice.
Yes.
Why?
But you don't seem certain that...
You don't seem certain that I'm certain.
Correct. You're correct in that. Yes. Very much so. You seem uncertain. You seem to be considering this, and I pull the book out and hold it up.
I'm not considering anything. You're being paranoid.
I see. I put the book away. Well, perhaps then you could question Mr. Boyle, just to see if he will tell you anything.
Oh, Mr. Baker, pick a power roll while you're at it.
Oh no, is he gonna attack me?
Power roll?
Give me that book!
Power roll.
Fight!
I'm not a fighter. He'll kick my ass.
I'm aware of that.
I know. That's why I want to see it.
That's what makes it funny, right?
You're so mean.
It's just a regular success.
Okay. So you are aware that the idea isn't coming from you. When in the middle of this conversation, realize that there's a simple way to solve any such dispute. Yep. You know, and in another moment, you realize that thought is not yours.
Oh.
That's a creepy feeling. You should probably even make a sanity roll to realize you're experiencing thoughts that are not your own.
Dude, am I noticing this? With
You're noticing that he's unsure of himself.
Okay.
Yeah.
A sanity roll?
Yeah. You'll lose one if you fail.
It's a regular success.
Yeah, any success, you won't lose any. But it's definitely an unsettling feeling to realize that you've isolated a thought and understand that you did not think that thought. That you thought it, but you did not originate it. The idea that the simple way to solve this dispute is the honorable and efficient way to solve all disputes.
Oh, man, Baker's lost.
And if Dr. Payne wants to say something about this, then he should put up or shut up. But you're aware that thought is not your own. So, do what you will.
I'm not going to voice that thought, though.
That. What are you thinking right now,
Yeah.
Baker? What are you thinking right now? That look of doubt in your face, as if you were lost.
I'm thinking that I'm sorry I lost your trust, and you feel you need to question my loyalty.
I do not buy any of that, right, Kevin?
Well, it's as honest as it sounds. Whether he believes it is a different issue.
Okay.
Damn.
I don't believe you, Baker. I don't think that's what you were thinking. I think you're lying.
You certainly believe that part. I mean, you know those outside thoughts are not your own. And the rest of you, of course, watching this go back and forth. Yeah.
I look around for any kind of backup.
Has anybody taken a side in this or no?
You just see Salt make eye contact with you, still like a little diminished in the bed, still lying down, still clearly in pain. Looks up at you and just sort of nods his head and says, "I have faith you'll make the right choice, sir."
I believe it does.
I don't think Baker's going to say anything else. I think he's made his point.
Yeah. I was just saying, I don't think it does us any good to be fighting amongst ourselves.
We're not fighting.
No?
No. I just believe that Mr. Baker's not being completely honest. Perhaps with himself, perhaps with us.
No, nobody's sort of punched so far.
But perhaps, Mr. Baker, if you talk to Boyle, you know him better than any of us. I look around at everybody else. I mean, I don't know exactly how much contact everybody's had with Boyle.
I believe Baker has had the most contact with him, yes.
Well, absolutely.
Then perhaps you could see if you could chum up to him and perhaps see if he gives you any information we haven't already gotten on what the fight has to do with Mars Nodens.
I'll do it for the betterment of... I'll do it, but for the betterment of the mission, not for your insane loyalty tests.
This isn't a loyalty test, Baker. Ooh. Have I ever said that?
You are the one accusing me of being a double agent and...
No, you're the one who said that word. I question your sincerity, yes.
My sincerity.
After calling up that thing, yes, I do.
I can only apologize so many times.
I don't want your apology. I want your sincerity.
It's all right.
Yep. And to be clear, by the way, just so that both of you understand this out of character, by suggesting that he's insincere, you are close to calling him a liar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
yes, that's how I feel about him.
That is the best excuse for a duel.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll refuse.
If you call him a liar, you are putting him in a position where if anyone else knew, he would basically have to call you out and begin the process of a duel, or lose honor himself, or lose reputation himself.
Yep.
And I'm assuming in a duel, 2 men enter, 1 man walk away.
That's how it's supposed to go down, yeah.
No, not at all.
Oh, really?
The duel is an affair of honor. You do not. You must show up, and at that point on the field, you can then arrange an apology where the one person withdraws, and that's satisfied. You can also exchange shots with nobody being hit. That's also acceptable. Dueling is 1, illegal. 2, so is murder. But this is about honor.
Yep,
and
we're
if
gentry.
you want,
and
if you want a sense of how this works, I have to present you with an American example, my absolute favorite of how the culture of honor works. A man named John Randolph, who invited a man to visit him for dinner and then decided that he didn't have time and didn't want to see this man. So when the man knocked on his front door, he opened the door himself, didn't send a servant or a slave to do it, said, "I am not at home." Like, he answered the door to announce he was not at home.
He was a dick.
And if the man said, "You're here, I see you," he'd call them a liar, and that could start a duel.
Man should just
so the man turned around and walked away. Because you can't call someone a liar.
I did not.
The point is that you are skimming close to that. Now the other thing is, this is a private space where only the three of you can hear it. So
no, I'm not doing
unless any of you mention this outside of it, it's not going to come to that. But if this conversation was happening where other people overheard it or spread this information, it could lead to a duel.
Yeah.
Right now, it's unlikely to do so unless one of the three of you decide that other people need to know about this.
Or Baker just wants to challenge me to a duel. He could still do it, even with just 3 people.
Oh, he could, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
He'd be, at this point, within the edge of his rights to do so. I don't know if he wants to do so.
Edge.
Yeah, you haven't called him a liar yet.
That would win me over.
You've come very close to it. And of course, if he trusts the other 3 to keep their mouths shut, nothing has to come of this at all, because really the culture of honor is everything about what happens in public. But the point is that the other 3 of you know this, which means it is theoretically leverage if you wanted it. I'm not sure you would ever want to do such a thing. Anyway, please. It's just, the way this shit works.
Will you go talk to Mr. Boyle? Yeah. No, he already said he would. He said he would do it, but
then
he got smarmy with me again, and that's fine.
Yeah. And of course, if you want to, from Mr. Baker's perspective, if you want to not do that, the best thing to do is not continue this conversation.
Well, Baker already said he would do it.
Yeah.
As far as, but not for you, Doctor.
Yeah, you could, that not for you is a place you could end this conversation without further risk of reputation if you wanted to. In other words, you're all treading into territory here where reputation can change hands if you wanted to.
I'm going to lose reputation no matter what happens, I think. So,
but none of that has to happen. What's that?
My reputation's dirt.
Yeah, but the point is, none of that has to happen unless one of you chooses to make it happen. But at this point, any one of you could choose to do that.
I don't think Baker in this room is going to push that envelope.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not saying that any of you should. I don't see any reason why you would. I'm just pointing out that you could.
So, gun me down like a dog.
Look.
Or if that's something you don't want to do, let's be careful.
So Big and I just staring at each other.
It's been very stressful for all of us. With murders and strange people and gods, maybe.
An old shark.
An old shark. Good point. Mm-hmm. I think none of us are quite in our right minds.
I laugh out loud at that. Like, crazy laugh.
Yeah, valid.
Thank you for proving my point.
Just point to you like, oh yeah, correct.
You nailed that one.
Yeah, basically it was
okay, cool.
Yeah. The doctor is confirming that you are correct. That your analysis is spot on.
So perhaps we take a breath. Yes?
I agree.
With that, Baker takes a deep breath.
Yeah.
Okay. So call it a night there and move on to Tuesday, probably. By the way, Mr. Salt, you'll gain another hit point back.
Yay! I was actually wondering, as we were wrapping up the meeting, Salt could gesture for Ambrose to come up so they could speak for a moment.
Sure. If she's okay with that.
Yeah.
I'll lean by your bed.
I'm gonna have to be to
Yeah,
stay in the
obviously.
room if that's happening.
Yeah,
Just
although you
because
can.
he's unmarried.
Yeah, you can move. You can move over to give them privacy.
Yeah, I
to
will.
speak.
I will. I'll give them. They can talk amongst themselves, and I'll go like
Yeah.
in
So
the
funny.
bath area or whatever as part of the
you can
suite.
go, stand in the corner. Basically
No, I'm willing
back
to
off
give
a
you
little
privacy, and I trust Salt, and I trust you, but I don't want
Yep.
people talking.
bit. Exactly. Same thing. Anyway,
Forgive me, ma'am, for if I'm speaking out of turn, but I just wanted to say thank you for de-escalating the situation, and the gentleman and myself are lucky to have you.
It's quite all right. I didn't want things to get to fisticuffs. I'd rather we all work together.
I'm of a similar mind.
I'm glad you are, and I'm glad that the good doctor has you.
So Tuesday then. So first off, Mr. Baker, are you seeking out Mr. Boyle on Tuesday? Because you will not find him in Thistleton. Not on Tuesday.
Next fight's Wednesday, right?
The next fight is on Wednesday.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Yes, he'll seek him out today.
Okay, so you'll confirm that he is not in town on Tuesday, at least in the morning. Which means if you want to find him, you're going to have to search probably at the temple or in Rutland. Because I'll bet he's in one of those two places.
Guess I'll go to Rutland first.
Okay, so you're heading off for Rutland. What about the rest of you? What's to be done on Tuesday?
How's Salt doing?
He's recovering.
Is he recovered enough to start moving around and that kind of shit? Okay.
How many hit points are you down at this point?
I currently have I have 4 damage marked, so I have 7 hit points total.
Out of 7 out of?
So it's 11?
Out of 11.
Okay, so it's going to be a couple of days before he's really properly up and around. But he's reaching a point where he can walk around safely. He should avoid strenuous exercise.
Okay.
And fast-moving coach riding or horseback riding. But he's okay to walk. He's okay to sit up, to take his meals at a table.
He will be staying in this bed at night.
Yeah, he can do that.
I'm going to keep the couch until he is either fully recovered or recovered enough that I feel like he could take a punch or at least ride a horse or drive a carriage. Up to that point, he'll be spending his nights here. But other than
at
that,
the breaking ceiling, he should be okay. He should be okay within a couple of days.
Okay, then
he's really recovering quite nicely.
He's going to spend his nights here. But other than that, I'm going to say, okay, you can, and I'm going to tell him all these things. Don't ride any horses. No fights. No nothing. And you're coming back here at night and you're sleeping in this bed. It's probably much better than the cot you've got downstairs.
This is true.
But otherwise,
more comfortable
you're free
than your
to
other
go,
sleeping
obviously, wherever you want to go. And I've probably removed he's probably still got bandages, trying to immobilize his chest as best it can.
But you can put your shirt over those.
Right? Yeah. So there you go.
My good doctor, you'll confuse me for a white dove holding an olive branch.
For a what?
You'll confuse me for a white dove holding an olive branch. I'll be so peaceable.
Good. Yeah, I see what you're. Oh, clever. All right, so yeah, I'm making sure he gets good food. If I feel like he's backsliding, I'll bleed him a little or something to try to help him. Whatever needs to be done medically.
Okay. What about the rest of you for Tuesday?
Yeah. I want to take it easy today. Like, I don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Or,
nothing wrong with a day of recovery.
I want to talk to Sir George.
Okay, that can be done on Tuesday.
I just want to fill him in on everything we know. Sir George is in on.
That's right. Because Payne did suggest that, so that is something I want to do today. I want to go to talk to Sir George.
He'll go talk to Sir George.
Yeah.
So you'll go fill him in on what you guys found out?
Right. Correct.
Okay. And Ram, are you holding your hand up for a reason?
Yes, I'm waiting for a turn to speak.
Oh, okay.
I'm Canadian. I can't help but be polite. I'm sorry.
Except against Nazis.
Nazis
Anyway.
don't get politeness.
Go ahead,
They
Graham.
do not.
Go,
No.
Graham, go.
So Salt, swallowed in bandages, is going to very gently get out of bed and start making his way into town. I'd like for him to get a drink.
Okay.
But the principal mission is he wants to find where the fight on the 28th is going to take place. Is there a particular arena?
Oh, it's in turf, basically, where the other fights have taken place.
Mm-hmm.
At least that's the plan. Although, given the number of people, they're probably going to move outside of the village
to a temple, a Roman temple.
No, not that far. That's 5 miles.
Okay.
So you can find out that Sir George is already begun talking to like the Earl of Yarmouth about laying out a ring just outside of Thistleton itself.
Okay.
In other words, they've picked a spot that's got a little elevation to it, so that people who are below that elevation will be able to see easier. In other words, if you can't elevate the audience, elevate the show.
Yeah, makes sense.
It might be a little too early for it, but Salt is going to go out to the spot that he knows the ring will eventually be set up in, and start looking for places close to it where it looks like someone might carve something or write something, like a rock where someone could just scratch something in, or a tree that's just nearby, like trees particularly because we know there's an association. If there are any gnarly old trees nearby that spot, just looking for anything that might eventually serve as a potential spot for
trees you won't find, and you're far enough away from the Roman road. None of that. But how does a fence post sound to you?
Fence post sounds right.
Because this is part of an old farmland, so there are still some hedgerow style fences. So if a fence post counts, then yes.
I'm gonna
That's
mark.
Where you can carve something.
I'm gonna mark the location of that fence post, and
well, it's a fence. It's part of a fence, so it's more than one post. But it's made of wood, so anywhere along that.
Yeah, I'll walk its entire length, and I will be checking it. I'll walk one side, then the other, and just every day that I'm recovering, that we're waiting, I'm just going to do a check to see, because if this is the place closest by where something like a dedication could be carved, I want to know if that happens. It's just a little bit of paranoia.
Oh, that's very sensible. And on Tuesday, you won't see anything there. So if that's going to happen, it hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
And again, Boyle isn't in town on Tuesday, is he?
Exactly. But
so if you're looking for something to happen like that, then you probably want to wait for at least Wednesday.
He's also making a mental note of what things are like before as well.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if something is moved, you might notice
or changed
that too.
in any way. Yeah.
Can I find out who's fighting Belcher Wednesday?
Actually,
ask me for a social roll so I can fail.
Yeah. Actually, you'll need one.
What if I kind of blackmail Lord Crichton? What if I'm like
blackmailing people?
I've heard a rumor, Lord Crichton, that Mr. Belcher's fighting Wednesday. I didn't want to say anything to anyone. I would hate to spoil the surprise. I know you love surprises, but I'm very curious as to who he's fighting. I'd very much like to offer my services to one side or the other.
Well, he's heard it's going to be Tom Townley.
He's heard. He's in charge of the fights. Okay, Tom Townley. All right.
Yeah.
I thank
you very
remember
kindly. Who served as a corner man for Jem Stern.
Oh, did he? Okay. All right.
Yeah, so you've seen him already as a corner man.
Tom Townley. Now, right. It's an exhibition.
Yeah, we know him as Mr. Townley. Yeah, apparently his first name is Tom.
Okay. All right, so that's it. That's the whole conversation. I'm
okay.
Kind of being
and how about Ambrose? What have you got for today?
That's all I can think of.
If anything.
Yeah, I think I'm just trying to, I guess, plan how to find a sample of Boyle and Michael's handwritings.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
Are autographs a thing?
Yeah, that's kind of my
not often, but
plan.
could be done. An autograph, a contract, something like that, a subscription, an article. There's a lot of ways to do it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
To convince them to write something for you or to sign something.
Yeah.
So yeah, when next they're in town, you can do that. The only downside of that is they probably know who you are.
Okay.
So you're going to probably want to be upfront about something like a contract, a defiance, something, something involving the sport, rather than to try to trick them. Because they're not going to buy you as a messenger. They know who you are.
No, I wasn't gonna try to do that.
But something like an autograph,
yeah,
or a contract, that you got a fair chance at. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Okay. So just one more thing then before we wrap it up, because it's near on 11, which is Mr. Baker.
Oh yeah.
Traveling. Where are you? So you're going to look. Where are you going to look first? At Rutland.
Rutland.
Okay. So are you taking the road, or are you taking the Roman road and then the moss path or the bog path?
The Roman road.
Okay. So here, on the way out, you'll notice out there in the bogs, there's the Earl of Yarmouth again with his hunting party. They'll wave to you as you go by.
Okay.
I think they're still out looking for old Chuck with guns. They're clearly not having a whole lot of luck.
Old Chuck will be found when he wants to be found.
Or, is cunning enough to avoid larger parties.
Baker will politely wave, but he doesn't want to remember what he saw.
Yep.
Back in the bog the other night.
So, yeah, keep moving. And are you turning off on the way to Rutland, or are you continuing to the temple when you get to that point?
He's gonna go to Rutland.
Okay. So you make your way to Rutland, and there you'll find Rutland, as is often the case, quiet. There's really not, much to be seen here.
Full of dead bodies.
Where to?
I thought he just said to Rutland, or am I just?
Well, where in Rutland?
You're in Rutland.
I'm in Rutland now. Okay.
Somebody meowing.
You stay at.
Give me one moment while you're working that out. I want to make sure that our newcomer is not the one meowing.
Nope.
Did he get a cat?
Who's meowing?
I guess so.
It's the first I've heard. That's awesome.
I want to see the baby.
Did Boyle say where he was staying?
Yes.
No, he's staying with he's staying with a woman.
Staying with a lady, right?
Yeah, and you would have that information because we've been sharing all this.
Gotta find her name.
Mrs. Landry.
Oh my!
Mrs. Landry. Excellent
Mrs. Landry
work.
in Rutland Village.
Oh.
Good job, Andy.
I am very hopeful that was Loki and Dawson talking to each other through the door.
After the game, we're asking.
We've got a door between them, so they can, get to know each other that way. But Dawson's been hiding. We brought him home Monday, so it's been about 50. It's been 48. It's been 50 something hours, and he's been hiding and barely just coming out to eat.
I know dogs.
But I heard them meowing. Yeah, I'm not. That's why I'm not. I know he's eating and drinking, so I'm not super worried. But I might have just heard the two of them meowing at each other.
That's good.
I'm hoping that they're talking to each other. Well, because yesterday Dawson came out and sat on the cat tree, but then jumped back into the closet and hid when I came in. So hopefully it takes a while. I mean, he's terrified. He's in a new environment. He's scared. He's alone. It takes a while for him to realize there's nothing dangerous here. And he should come out and be social. A couple of days. I was hoping we'd, get over it faster because he seemed very sociable at the rescue. But anyway, sorry. So anyway, let's wrap this up because I said it's near 11.
Baker remembered that Boyle had said he was staying with a Mrs. Landry, so he's going to look for her space or her
and
house.
You know where her house is, as Mr. Garnett pointed it out. So just cross the street, down 2 houses, and that's the one you want. The peasant cottage, made good, like many of these, whose foundations probably go back to the Tudor period or thereabouts. And are you knocking?
Yes, I will.
Okay. The door is answered by an older woman. That's probably Mrs. Landry, who says, "Afternoon, sir."
I politely put my hat down and I introduced myself. Hello, I'm Mr. Baker. I was told that a Mr. Boyle was residing with you while he was in Rutland.
Oh, that he is.
Is he present?
He's not here at the moment, though.
Would you happen to know if he's coming back soon or he's out for the day?
I expect him back for supper. I don't think he'll want to miss his supper.
Okay. Thank you. If you do see him again, do let him know I came by.
Oh, happily. She seems like a decent person. And by the way, whatever she's talking about supper is clearly, you can smell it beginning.
What time of day is it?
By this point, about 1 o'clock.
Okay.
So it's a couple hours till dinner yet. In other words, she's just starting to make what smells like probably a mutton. So she's begun the process of cooking. This is the kind of thing it takes several hours to cook. Which is to say, he's probably coming back around 5 or 6 o'clock. Or she's expecting him back around that hour, because by then this will probably be ready to eat.
I'm just trying to think if I should... Do I lurk outside this old woman's house, or do I go into town?
You could ask. You could ask if they have an extra plate. You never know.
There's also, remember, a tavern 2 houses down and across the street.
That's also true.
Where you could go and wait if you want.
There you
also,
that I will do.
Also, don't you think you know where he might be at this moment too?
Well, that's the thing. Like, I imagine he might be at the temple, but I don't think I can get there in time. I might catch him on his way back.
Yeah. The question is, do you want to meet him alone on the road?
In the woods.
Then you can shoot him, and no one need ever know.
True, we could just take the villain out into the woods and murder him.
Do you have a problem? Little problem. I believe Mr. Baker has only 1 gun.
Make it a good shot. If you get him to line up.
Well, the point is, even if it's a good shot, there's 2 of them.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
And the other one is likely to beat the crap out of you before you can reload.
Straight out murder is probably not the best option.
Michael is probably with him, and he would beat the shit out of me.
Yeah, so let's put it in perspective. If you're planning on straight up murder, I would bring at least 2 guns.
If they kill you, I'll trust you for sure.
Yeah. Little safety tip: when planning to murder 2 people, bring at least 2 firearms.
I always carry 2 firearms.
Minimum.
So smart.
Minimum. Yeah. We'll call that a little safety tip. How to commit murder on the open road. Make sure you have more bullets than the people you intend to murder.
And the ability to shoot them.
That too.
I think I'm gonna just do a stakeout at the tavern.
Okay.
Well, if there's any way to Papa squat at a table that is within view of where.
Yep. No worries there. The Oak Tree Pub is literally across the street.
Then I will be there.
Mr. Garnet, the owner, is more than willing to chat. He will also admit that he has been taking bets, and he has a boy he's sending back and forth to Thistleton to get results. So he's been running basically a local bookmaking operation. For those who have too much work to go to the fights but still want to put some bets. In fact, he's offering odds right now 6-4 on the younger Belcher over Mr. Townley.
Everybody knows already? I thought Lord Kreiner
he knows.
Such a little...
Yeah. Oh, he knows by now, which means he's got an inside source too. He's got someone visiting Whistleton getting him data so he can run bets.
Yeah, Crichton's been real tight-lipped about this up to this point.
Which means it wasn't Crichton he learned it from. Yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that Mr. Garnet, the pub owner, his boy knows a servant in the Flood household. That's where he's getting it from.
I thought Crichton had
Who's paying attention to what the servants are talking about?
Yeah, that's true. I thought Crichton had a pavilion. Who's Flood? Flood's
George
us.
Flood.
George Flood, yeah. But Crichton has his own little pavilion.
He does.
Okay. He's been getting drunk and telling people things he shouldn't.
Okay. Something like that. In other words, he seems to know.
Well,
so
I mean,
you can hang
how
out
soundproof is a pavilion?
Yeah. So you can hang out here until supper time. And sure enough, about 6 o'clock, you will see Oil and Michael. They're coming clearly from the bog. Like they were at the temple, no doubt. So if you want to confront them before they reach Miss Langry's place, now is the time to do so. Because they're coming up the street. They're also carrying, Mr. Boyle is carrying 2 jugs with a string connecting them over his shoulder. Those are probably the same jugs you saw at the temple. Mm-hmm. So basically he's tied a string around the necks of the jugs and he's slung one over his back, so it's riding on his shoulder. So essentially he's made a harness to carry them. So if you want to confront them, now is the moment.
I'm just wondering if we're gonna have a showdown in the street, or should I kind of mosey up and try to get my way in on supper so we're in the closed house?
Well, if you want to talk to them in the street, you better do it now.
I will step out of the tavern and...
Because they're going to Miss Landry's house, no doubt.
And for mutton.
Yeah, smells good.
For mutton.
Yeah, why not? They've been working all day. It's time to eat. And they'll
I'll
see
step
you, of
out,
course, when you step out.
And I'll try to match their pace.
Okay, and Mr. Boyle will say, well, Mr. Baker, good to see you.
Mr. Boyle.
I missed you for training today.
I apologize.
Have you been keeping up with your exercises?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's an excellent question, actually. Have you?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, because you were spending the time pacing.
He's been getting a lot of walking in.
Although, were you, while you were waiting outside the room, were you working on those exercises?
That's a great question.
Son of a bitch! He knows we're not going to like the answer to that one.
Well, that's one way to avoid answering, I guess.
You must have gotten cut off.
I guess so.
Yeah, I know.
I'm out.
So funny.
Hello. Sorry.
The timing was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was great.
So,
Comedy gold.
were you doing those exercises while you had time?
Yes. I've kept up with the practice.
Good.
I just wanted to thank you for this information. I know it is hard to reveal such a secret.
Not at all. Not at all. It's not a matter of hard to do. It's merely a matter of finding those who understand it, appreciate it, and would make use of it. You know, my friend, the common man lacks the nerve, the sinew, daring to step inside the ring. No. This magic circle is the domain of exceptional men. That's what I invite you to join. So it is hard to share, only because there are so few exceptional men, so many ordinary men.
You flatter me.
No, it's truth.
Would it be so rude? I met your hostess.
Oh, did you?
And could not and smelt dinner or supper.
Oh, she does cook well, yes. Are you inviting yourself to dinner? Oh, think nothing of it, boy. It's fine. It's fine. Join us.
Thank you.
You are one of us.
Yes.
One of us.
And I think that is an excellent point to leave things off on.
Oh my God.
You're one of us now. One of the exceptional men of the magic circle.
I knew
it. I'm literally just thinking I can't shoot the guy in the middle of the street with all these witnesses.
Nobody has suggested in character any shooting. Okay, I was messing around, bang, 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 but keep that in mind.
I do like playing up the uncertainty, though. Like, which way does Baker go?
I actually like that a lot as well.
And really cool.
The main reason
was one of them the actual murderer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. Maybe it's justice.
I really think so.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
If not one, then the other, or both.
It definitely was a sacrifice.
I wish
I was literally imagining the final scene or the final shot we saw was the Boyle and Michael walk into the house, and Baker slowly closes the door behind him, and he looks out as you see a gun under his cloak.
Jesus.
Okay. Oh, dude. Well.
Yes.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we will. Speaking of finding out, let us take a look at the calendar.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Hope nobody thinks that I'm actually angry or anything like that, by the way.
No. You're good.
No.
I hope I've been doing an okay job of playing up the intrigue around Salt and his backstory.
You have. I thought you were going to show that bundle to us, and you never did. And Dr.
No, I just
Dr. Payne is very like, this is his business, it's not my business. So that's why I never asked.
I know we pushed a week because of my stupid schedule. So if we kept with the 2 weeks, it would be the 10th.
Which is
that would mean
that's your birthday.
Yeah,
that's your birthday.
I'm probably not going to be available.
That's the best time to run.
And then the next 2 weeks after that is Christmas Eve.
Well, the 17th is open. That's not Christmas Eve.
17th.
17th.
We can do the 17th.
Let's do the 17th.
Yeah. I can do the 17th, I think. Yeah,
that
shouldn't
works.
be a problem. So I might try to run 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, I don't foresee a problem. No, I'm just saying I don't foresee a problem for the 17th.
Yeah, the 17th works fine for me. It's the 10th. I'll probably be out doing birthday stuff, whatever that turns out to be.
No, it's the 3rd. Oh wait, no. Yeah, the 10th.
Well, the 3rd. That's why I say the 3rd is probably open.
Great.
I'm probably good for the 3rd, but the 10th I will probably be doing some kind of birthday thing.
Gotcha.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
I feel like I should write up a Christmas Eve quick scenario and throw at people whenever you play who they want.
Oh, your last Christmas Eve one was like awesome.
It was.
So something involving stealing your heart.
It was about ghosts. It was ghost stories in England. So
okay, ghost stories.
Yeah,
alternatively, they gave you my heart kind of thing. Ah, damn it! I lost.
There's 2 of us.
There's only 2 players and 2 ghosts, and it was a lot of fun. Actually,
yeah.
I'm told that tomorrow. What was it? No, the day after on Friday they released Mariah Carey from Deep Freeze.
Oh no, that's already happened.
That happened.
That's already happened.
Yeah, hide while you can.
It actually happened the earliest it's ever happened. According, like she started appearing on the Billboard
November
charts
1st.
like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, was it 2 weeks ago? All right, time to check my luck.
November.
Come on, luck, go up.
There are 12 days of Christmas. None of them in November.
Yeah.
And I stand by
luck
that.
went up by a point. Woohoo!
Oh, good.
1 whole point.
Listen, if there is a war against Christmas, as the radical right,
no, I gotta fail
only because Thanksgiving has failed to hold the line.
Yeah, you gotta fail it. Hey, they've been occupying November for so long.
That's my point. That Thanksgiving has failed to hold the line.
Yeah.
There's a meme that's like we will end our war on Christmas once it relinquishes its holds of November or something like that.
Once it ends its occupation of November.
Its occupation of November. That's totally
exactly.
Remind me how much luck we regain at the end of a session.
You roll, and if you fail a luck check,
it's like a skill.
Yeah, and then you get 1d10 if you fail. You don't even have to use luck to do that. I was real happy to find that out.
Oh, okay.
I rolled an 02, so I didn't.
90 something, but I got a whole point of luck. Yay!
I win, I succeed.
Well, you get to do that with sanity too, right? Right?
No. I wish. We
also, Baker,
also, Graham, if you're down 4 more points, you should be healed up in time for Saturday. Woo!
Funny how that works out right
Let's just go home, Salt. Let's just go home.
That worked out great.
Let's be done. Let's just go home.
A D6, Andy? For if you fail.
You want to fail? You want to roll above your luck. If you do so, you roll D10.
It's luck, not sanity.
D10.
Not sanity. Not sanity.
Sanity doesn't go.
You only check luck
at all.
This way if you have the optional luck rules. So,
Ambrose
didn't make it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
I was just pointing out that if you got 4 points to gain back.
Yeah, hit
Tuesday,
points.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
You'll be in full health thanks to
You'll hit full health and you'll be recovered from that injury on Saturday.
Yep.
You'll wake up Saturday morning feeling great.
I will also have to say,
just the time to die.
As someone who's had injury to the ribs, it was kind of close to that, but you can move around a bit.
Yeah.
I've been told that bruised ribs is actually worse than fractured ribs for some strange reason.
But in this time period,
I had bruised ribs.
Immobilization. Immobilized. Hell, even freaking 30 or 40 years ago, it was like wrap. Keep it as still as possible.
The thing is, in this era, there's very little internal medicine that affects the torso.
Well, that's even still true to today. Yeah. Like, what can you do for the ribs? You can't immobilize them. They're completely immobile, in all honesty.
Well, the big thing is now is you can use an X-ray to determine the damage. You can surgically repair. If you puncture an organ, it can be surgically repaired.
Yep.
Right, right.
That's the kind of stuff you can't do in this era.
I had to determine
Conrad Salt's by holding your breath.
Yeah.
I had to determine Conrad Salt's injuries by basically
looking at him.
No.
Putting your hands on him.
Putting my hands on him and finding what hurt.
Yeah.
And seeing if I could feel anything broken.
That's pretty much how it has to be
And
done.
it was probably horribly painful for him.
Flexing slightly more than it should.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Check luck. Check.
Yeah, so there's a lot more we can do about it these days in that sense. Especially given, like in this era, for instance, if you break a rib and it punctures the liver or a lung,
you're dead. You're dead.
Yeah, you're going to die. Yep. Call of Cthulhu is a little bit nicer. Every role-playing game is a little nicer because He kicked frickin' Salt in the chest, like in the middle of the chest, sent him back 3 feet. That could have easily broken the sternum, punctured the lungs, punctured interior organs.
Just the sternum in general can kill you
like
if you fracture that off and it goes right in.
Well, that's what would if he'd taken enough damage to kill him. That's how he would have died.
Is this motherfucker gonna show up at the last fight? This old dead guy from the fucking swamp show up?
I guess we're gonna find out at some point.
I'm running away. Not here by happens. Then. I'm running for my life.
Yep. Also, I found out something I did not. I just learned and I did not know. So James Belcher. Apparently, there's a movie about him.
Is he the one that died?
Made in 2022 and starring Matt Hookings.
Okay.
The Nazi killer, right? That's who we were talking about before.
James Belcher is the fighter. Let's finish the stream out, guys.
Oh, okay.
The fighter who died.
And then...
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. Bye.
Bye.